Previously on Dark Heresy, man.
Yeah, man. Wagwan. At breakfast in Strophes Manor, Lord Strophes told you all how he had arranged for someone to decrypt the data slate found on Theodosia. The only downside was this man lived in Upper East Clamore, a rundown shithole district run by gangs. The Strophes contact had assured your safety from his people if you would head down there. He was, after all, a businessman at heart. Strophes noted to you that while this man was a criminal, he was also a pious man and believed he could be trusted, especially where thrones were involved. Dericles knew of Upper East Clamore. In fact, he had purged it of mutant filth a little over a year ago during his time in the Brotherhood of the Cleansing Flame. The ragtag army of zealots hell-bent on bringing an end to the wickedness and sin rife in Hive Sibyllus. In fact, Dericles had also had a dream that night of his time in the Redemption. He had dreamed of the purging of that district in particular, and of the man he had followed on that crusade, a man named Kasan Ilios, and of the hulking mutant he had battled on that fateful day, and how with its last breath it had pointed to the steel sky and gurgled, "Foolish blind slave of the corpse god, I go now to join my master, and you shall be crushed beneath his boot." And the creature gurgled through its malformed lips as Dericles took its head, the teeth of his blade juddering as he carved through its spine. During breakfast, Dick and Dericles had a little chat, Dick asking for Dericles to help further his reading lessons, especially perhaps with that strange book he had seen Derek reading a few days earlier. They discussed Varcosia and the effects of it, killing heretics, and Dick asked Dericles if he was still a virgin, a question which Dericles appeared to ignore.
Oh, ignored it that much, Stokely's well.
Yeah, totally glad you. Once again, leaving Vladimir behind. We'll see if he appears. Once again, leaving Vladimir behind in Strophes Manor, the rest of you headed down Hive, first boarding a train for a few hours, and then beginning the long slog through the lower reaches of Hive Sibyllus. Vladimir, back in the mansion, tested the tracker given to Councillor Court Brogue, and then spirit walked him, finding him helping with the renovations in his church that you've all visited. He also spirit walked to Lady Redstream, where it seemed she was discussing her plot with Jives, her butler, and how she was going to make that bastard jealous. He then used the harmony meter on himself, scanning himself and realizing it did indeed detect psychic activity. And then he asked Lord Strophes if he could use the hollow map of the city to plot a route for Reg to take to get out of the Hive, and told Reg how he wished to find the walking city of Ambulon, and Reg seemed to understand what Vlad demanded. Vlad opened a window, and Reg soared into the Hive with glee, keen to once again be under open skies, but first he had quite a route to take, and one not without danger. After almost becoming distracted by an ice cream and getting clipped by a huge fan, Reg eventually made it out into the wastes of Scintilla, and scoured the desert for a few hours, before a giant winged beast spotted Reg and chased him into a small tunnel bowled into a rocky outcropping in the desert. And Reg realized there was something else in the rock with him, something that intrigued him, and he shuffled deeper and deeper inside this small tunnel, discovering a nest of some sort of worm-like creatures, and as he approached them, Vlad lost his connection to the crow. Meanwhile, the rest of the party entered a dark sewer system, which they knew from Strophes' map would lead them to Upper East Clamore, and as you shuffled along in the dark, a man stumbled into view, glassy-eyed and slack-jawed, and having an extra arm. "Ahoy, fellow traveller!" called Mira. Ramsay shot the man, and a collective roar of rage went up from the pipework leading into the sewer as dozens of mutants began flooding into the chamber. You battled them, eventually realizing that although their crude weapons were ineffective against your armor, the sheer numbers would eventually overwhelm you. And you began to flee, clambering over pipework, throwing grenades into clusters of mutants. Ishmael encountered one particularly large, nasty brute and cut it down with 2 swings of his axe. Dericles found himself surrounded, and the pounding fists and improvised weapons began to take their toll despite his armor. And at that moment, Vladimir's spirit form, who had popped in to see how his companions were doing, realized his team were in trouble, rushed over to Dericles' side, compelled one mutant attacking the cleric to grapple with another, and pushed him back, opening a gap for Derek. But the warp bucked and roiled, rebelling against Vlad's abuse of his power, and something stepped through from beyond.
Oh no.
Sort of.
Oh.
Bloodlet again have a French accent.
To be fair, I think you've done very well to not have any serious. I think the first 2 sessions you had a couple of minor fuck-ups, like where you zapped Ishmael's cybernetics.
This is the first serious one.
Yeah, this is the first serious one. You've done pretty well. See if Johnny reappears. There's a new viewer onto the map. Where has Johnny gone?
Lady Redstream has the most unfortunate name.
Away.
Poor Lady Redstream.
Lady Redstream. Don't know
So,
what's-
Mira, you are currently off the map, but you can see you're right at the edge. You can move back on if you need to. So, shall we push ahead without Johnny or wait for him?
On Messenger or anything? Is he have to rush off? Or...
I don't know. He just disconnected. Let's see. There's going to be some shenanigans tonight with this bloodletter on the map.
I think we should just make a start.
I think we should run away.
Yeah, well, I think we're trying, but
Yeah.
the horde of mutants has something to say about that.
You've taken out worse things, Ramsey.
So, Dericles is still -10 to all stats when he does get back. That's not going to help. The creature steps through the tear in reality, immediately looking around for the source of its anger and rage, but it cannot see Vlad. But it does see the mutants, and it does see Dericles, clad in the robes of the priesthood, bearing icons of the Imperium and the Corpse God. And it roars, raises its huge blade above its head, and its red skin seems to ooze with slick blood beneath its bronze armor. Its muscles ripple as it begins its charge. Dick Pincher.
Okay.
It's your turn, however.
However.
Let me just check the wording on a rule. Oh, where's that gone? Guess I'll look in the book. Because I did have the book. So, it does have an aura of fear. And it also has demonic presence.
Of course it does.
Which means the closer you get, the worse the fear becomes.
Oh dear.
I'm not sure if it's sight. Okay, so you can actually see this demon. You don't know it's there, but you will have heard its roar. You are currently -10 to willpower if you have to take a willpower test, because you are in its aura, but you are not subject to fear because you can't see it. So unless something forces you to take a willpower test or you gain line of sight to it, it isn't really a big deal at the minute. What would you like to do? You do have 2 mutants stood around you.
Carry on shooting the mutants. I'm too busy to worry about this raw.
Okay.
shoot both mutants.
Okie dokie.
Okay, do what?
Oh, we've got a message off him. No, we haven't.
Is he? Where's he gone?
I don't know.
Oh dear.
No.
Don't know.
First hand cannon at the first mutant.
Which one's this? The one north or west of you?
Let's shoot north, west, and west. There, the one. So I'm going northwest first.
Well, it's north or west.
That one.
Oh, that's west of you, yeah.
Hmm.
And that one.
All right, okay.
Okay. So,
So he's point blank, but I think you are engaged in. No, you're on the pipe, aren't you? You're stood on top of the pipe. So it's plus 30 for point blank, plus 10 for a single shot. You don't get any penalties for dual wielding.
dot.
A red dot, so plus 50. Yeah, that's definitely hit. Roll damage.
Okay. Just get to the hand cannon. Name, kind of shock, hand on black. Okay, red dot.
Here he comes.
Sorry about that.
Press that.
You all right?
Yeah, just literally like Wi-Fi was unplugged.
All right.
Basically, I was like, I thought it was deliberate, so I've told them
Okay, okay.
they were telling me off before that, so I was just like, well, I mean, okay.
We made a start anyway, Johnny. Just give a recap. This you're in this tunnel still. Vlad accidentally summoned a bloodletter, which has looked round for the source of its anger.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
I remember.
It can't see Vlad. It doesn't know where Vlad is, but it can see all these mutants, and it can see you in your priestly robes with your icons of the Imperium and the corpse put upon you. And it's roared in rage.
That sounds like a challenge.
I think you stand a pretty good chance of fucking the bloodletter up personally, but we'll see.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So, Dick, you blow the first mutant away with one blast of your hand cannon. Go for the other one.
This one's with the crazy gun. That's got a red dot as well, hasn't it? So
So it'll be the same again. Yeah.
and then just get down to again.
Okay, so it's 9. Okay, so you you do 6 wounds. You blast the lower half of one of the arms. No, you don't. You blast a chunk out of the body of this mutant to the sort of southwest of you.
You didn't need it.
And it stumbles a little bit. It's the bloodletter's turn. And the bloodletter screams, roars, does a bit of a sand person with its massive axe, and it rushes at Dericles.
Right.
However, there is a great deal of mutants between it and Dericles, thankfully. And it's going to 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to charge there. Ramsey's okay. Yeah, Ramsey's still haven't got line of sight. And it's going to make its charge attack against the first mutant. I don't even know why I'm bothering to roll this, because it's going to be brutal.
Oh, I'm sad table.
Oh, it's not that bad. 10. Oh no, that's enough. And it just bisects this first mutant with a tearing sound as blood splays across its companions. Sister Mira. You also cannot see the source of this roaring sound, but you can hear it. You were running away.
Yeah.
What would you like to do? You can carry on running, in which case you'll stay off the map, or you can come back if you want. May I point out, because you've probably forgotten that you've got this, it's been a long time, that you have some interesting little shit for this sort of stuff. You have pure faith, which makes you immune to demonic presence. So you,
Oh, yeah.
you would still have to take a fear test,
Hmm.
but you wouldn't get the massive negative bonus that this demon gives you.
Yeah.
Also, in addition to that, you have Holy Radiance and Spirit of the Martyr, which, what do they do? I can't remember. I've accidentally deleted them off your character sheet. So I'm going to real quickly just remind myself what they do.
Use a fate point for Holy Radiance.
Yeah, I just can't remember exactly what they do.
Up to your willpower bonus of nearby allies or something like that.
Yeah, so Holy Radiance, you can spend a fate point,
Hmm.
and all your allies that can see and hear you gain immunity to demonic presence as if they had the same faith talent as you. So, in other words, when they take a fear test, they don't get the extra -10 that the demon causes. So you can use a fate point to do that as an action. It also grants +10 to fear tests. So at the minute, this demon is going to be causing fear tests at -30
Yeah.
or -20 if you're within its aura and you can see it. But if you use that faith talent on people that can see you, they will only be doing the test on a
-10.
-10.
Oakley.
So that's one thing you can do. And the other is Spirit of the Martyr. Spirit Tomato.
Spirit Tomato.
You can choose a number of allies up to your fellowship bonus and boost their toughness bonus by your willpower bonus.
Mm-hmm.
So, in other words, you can pick 3 characters that you're allied with and give them a toughness bonus of 3 on top of whatever they already have, which would help if they get hit.
Yeah.
So, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I suppose I better go back then into the tunnel.
Flee while you can.
Or I'll flee.
It's entirely up to you.
Who summoned this? Or you're in trouble.
It wasn't me. I promise.
I mean, Vlad's not even there. It can't possibly be him.
I mean, like, yeah, you can't blame me. I'm not even there, surely.
Cultists of W.
So you're currently
Where
about
am I even?
you're 5 squares. You see where you are right at the top of the map. You're actually off the map, but you're like 5 squares off the map at that point where you can see your name.
Okay.
So if you want to come back, I can bring you back.
Yeah. Those are better.
Okay, so it'll be 5 squares to there to get you back on the map, which would mean you would have to be running. Oh, well, that would be nearly a full move. It's up to you whether you run or you walk for a full action. If you're making a full walk action, you've got 1 more square. If you're running, you've got like another 13 squares.
Right. Run then?
Off you go then.
Maybe. I can't even see, like, where is all this going on?
Further back down the tunnel. You can just see the mutants down there, look.
Yeah.
And you did hear the roar coming from down there. Why can't you see it all? You should be able to see a bit more than that. Oh, I know. Just hold a second. Because I haven't given you any vision.
Well, that's rude.
Yeah, so there's that pipe in front of you now. That's why you can't see any further down that walkway.
Right.
Where Dick is, basically.
Dick likes high places.
And you still can't see the demon, so you're currently not affected by its fear. Are you done? You could probably have moved all the way up to the pipe, couldn't you? 5, 6, 7,
Can't
8,
move in cast, can I?
11, 12, 13. Oh, yeah, that's fine. No, you can. It's an action to use that, I
Right.
think.
Yeah, I'll do that then. Yeah.
Okay.
Hang on, where's the... no, I moved. Yeah, who's that? Was that a mutant?
Yeah, that's a mutant there.
Alright, yeah.
Okay. Next up is
Oh.
it says Reg the Shale Crow, but it's actually Spirit Vlad.
Okay. Right, I'm going to think myself back to around here.
Yep.
And then I'd like to... Not sure, there's not much I can do that's any good. I'm going to try and dominate one of the mutants that's in combat with Derek.
Okay, ping which one you want. Oh, just tell me left or right. There's two
It's
there.
the one that's just below Johnny at 6 o'clock position.
Yep, sure.
Okay, I will now summon a second bloodletter.
And make them fight for our entertainment.
Okay, so right, so I'll go for a 4 dicer, I think.
So is this compelled?
This is sorry, what's that, Johnny?
Gun for each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He hates Edge, doesn't he?
Yeah. I mean, we need more representation, don't we, on the Chaos Guards? We've only got one Chaos Guard, so we need all 4, right?
We do, really. Ideally, yeah.
I'll go for a compel then. I'll just compel this mutant to attack his brethren.
Okay.
I'll go for 3 dice there. Yeah, it's a pass with a peril.
Oh, okay. So you're compelling it to attack its mate?
Yep. Or to grapple his mate, just to
Oh, grapple his mate.
Yeah.
All right. Give me a magic dice roll, please.
Oh, what I should really do is just go home and stop doing anything. But
no. Where's the fun in that?
I was just about to say, where's the fun in that? So.
Bearing in mind as well, you are in your warded chamber.
Okay.
So you do actually reduce that perils, which makes it not so bad. It's my favourite, Alan. It's my favourite psychic phenomena.
Is it?
The air around Reg suddenly starts to smell. Bizarre and foul stench fills the air. Or perhaps it's the pipe. Who knows? Psychic stench. No, that's all right. That ends up as a 7. You get a minus 20 to perils rolls.
Okay.
So that's not so bad. Yep. So he is compelled.
Yes, I just want to attack the guy who's beside him or grapple him rather than just.
Yep. So that will take place on the.
Free up Derek if he needs to. Yeah, from attackers. That's what
Okay.
I'm trying to do.
Yeah, that'll take place on the mutants go.
That's my go.
Yep. Okay. Next up is Ramsey Wallace.
Reap. Let me just log into Roll20.
I've just realised I've fucked some up there, but we'll ignore that for now, and I'll come back to it.
There's still mutants around us at the moment.
Yeah, so there's one on the ground floor between Mira and Dick. Dick's still stood up on top of the pipe, and there's a couple in the water that you can see from there. And again, I don't think you've seen the bloodletter. I think it spawned in such a place where anyone beyond the pipes didn't see it. But you would have heard it roar. You wouldn't know what it is, but you would have heard it roar.
Ooh. I'm going to say to everybody, we need to run. We can't hold all of these back. Can't kill enough of them. We're going to get overwhelmed. Are we running, or is there a reason you think we should stay?
Run!
I'm with you, man.
Yeah, like the what do you call it? Finger Me Chicken says that we should kill the bloodletter. We shouldn't leave it here, but I haven't seen it yet.
It won't last
Well,
long.
it will just fade away, the bloodletter.
Yeah, but leaving the bloodletter to run around in Imperial City. But,
No, but it will fade away, like it won't stay.
yeah, I don't know. Hmm. Right. Well, first of all, I'm going to reload my pistol.
Okay.
That's half an action. And I'll take a pot shot at the nearest mutant.
All right. It's not in combat with Dick because Dick stood up on the pipe, so you get a +30 for point blank, single shot, red
It'll
dot,
be a +60, yeah.
plus all your bullshit. Yeah. I'm gonna have to start bringing in some anti-Ramsey bullshit, I think.
I'll be like that, Dave.
Nearly winded.
Yeah, so I'll aim at its head.
I'm just going to start filling all the battlefields with like waist-high obstacles, so Ramsey just can never get line of sight on anything.
Lots of 3-foot-high barrels and shit.
Well,
Would you like a
Um,
box?
Yeah, so aim for its head.
Yeah. So yeah, fucking 11 degrees of success. Go fuck yourself.
Hey, is that a record?
I think it might be. I think we've had 11 before, actually.
Oh, it's a 1 day. It's an actual one.
Yeah.
Um,
Don't even bother rolling for damage. There's no
Okay.
need. You blast Dick's foe away, opening up the space for Dick, and also Mira. I don't know what Mira's going to do right now. So was that?
yeah, that's
turn?
my go. Just a single shot and a reload.
Heracles.
Yes. Gotta be the old classic drop fragment.
Just a second. Heracles.
Yeah.
Before you do anything, you
Alright, okay.
are right on top of the bloodletter.
Good.
You
Like your brown pants.
I spent a long time thinking about this and how we were going to do this. So the bloodletter has a fear rating of 3, which means it does fear tests at -20. You're also within its demonic presence, so it's at -30. You're also at -10 to all stats. So you have to make a willpower test at -40, which you cannot possibly make. But I still need you to roll it.
I've got frenzy.
You have, but to use frenzy, you have to spend a turn whipping yourself into a fervor. And to do that, you would have to pass a willpower test first. Otherwise, you have to make the willpower test at the beginning of your turn, or you cannot act.
Use a fate point to add +10 to the roll.
You can do that, yeah, but it'd still be at -30, and his willpower is 33, so it would be tricky. I've been trying to find a way. If you could get your frenzy off, you could fuck it up. I firmly believe you could win this because you also have Aura of Faith, which does automatic damage to demons. But if you're fucking shitting your pants, that's not going to fucking take effect.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I need you to make a fear test. If you want, you can spend a fate point to make it -30 instead of -40. But you need to make a fear test. Okay.
So, what do I need to get?
Well, you cannot pass it, but you can make it less bad. So just roll as low as you can, basically. He's only got 1 fate point, I think. No, he's got 2 fate points. So yeah. What?
Re-roll it.
I'll re-roll it.
Okay. The bit, Jens.
So that's both your fate points used.
Dear.
It's probably a good idea though.
Yeah.
Or you might end up just standing there and shitting yourself, literally. Oh,
well done.
oh, that's actually
That's not nearly as good as you could hope for.
that is still a fail, but it's only just a fail.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. So now you need to make a shock roll, and you add 10 for every degree of failure, which is nothing. So just roll a D100 for me, please. I've just tried to drink out of an unopened can of beer.
How did that work for you?
It didn't.
33.
That's pretty good, Johnny.
Cool.
Fear grips you, and you begin to shake and tremble. You are at -10 to all tests for the remainder of the encounter unless you can recover your wits.
Frenzy.
So, yes. So you're now at -20 to everything, but that doesn't count as an action.
Yep.
So you can spend this turn going into frenzy if you wish.
I'll do that. I will do that.
Good call. I knew one way or another we'd get Johnny through this. We wouldn't want him with another character with only one fate point, would we?
I want to have a complete collection of characters. I want to have a complete collection of characters. One on no fate points.
I was genuinely surprised when I looked up Dericles, see how many fate points he had, and sorry, he had 2. I just didn't think that was possible.
It doesn't seem right, does it?
I know it doesn't.
Okay, so
I think you might be about to have one, like Timmy with a fucking chainsaw at the minute, like, you know. So I don't know. We'll see.
So from next turn on, you are immune to fear, pinning and stunning, and fatigue. You may not parry, retreat, or flee. You must make all-out attack. You must rush the nearest enemy, but you gain +10 weapon skills, strength, toughness, and willpower. So basically, you've just negated most of what the demon can do to you. You will still be at -10, even with your +10 to your weapon skill, because you were at -10 from the Gosia addiction. Okay.
That's fine. I'm not going to miss it.
That's potentially going to keep you alive. Plus, there's a sea of mutants between you and the Bloodletter. Ishmael.
It does mean you can no longer run away, which is probably the wisest choice, but never mind.
We don't do wise here.
We don't do wise. We don't do wise.
Wise heresy.
Ishmael.
It's not sensible heresy, is it? Fuck that shit.
I don't know what use I can do. 'Cause I'm already at the end. Right, what am I moving?
So you can. You haven't
back in
seen. You haven't seen the Bloodletter, but you've heard it roar.
Yeah.
Currently, you're running away, so you haven't seen it.
So I'm right at the end
I'm gonna have to.
thing. I can't see what's going on. It's the thing. So obviously, dark where the pipe is. I can't see.
You have just seen Mira run off and then come running back.
Yeah. So what I might do then is I might move back and see if I can see what's going on.
Only some mutants in the Bloodletter, guys. Come on, get a grip.
Can you see the Bloodletter on the map now, Ed?
You have fate points. Burn.
I can see where he is, but there's a pipe in the way, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like a black spot, but for some reason I can see the other end of the pipe. I don't know why I can. I think that's the glitch.
So you have got line of sight.
See anything?
Yeah, you haven't got line of sight. You have got line of sight. I'm just trying to figure out if there's any light source that might cast it onto
Only
the actual
Johnny-
Bloodletter.
Johnny's got a
One.
lamp. I gave it to him.
Johnny has got a chem lamp, so you would be able to see the Bloodletter.
Yeah.
So I need you to make a fear test, please, at... You're inside its range, so this is a willpower test. Fear test at -30, please.
Come on.
I think this Bloodletter's going to kill quite a few of these mutants for us before it gets to be, so...
Nice work. Oh no, it's done that
That's-
thing again.
Classic,
Yeah,
classic synth movement with a Bloodletter. Bloodletter and a cleric.
It's still a good roll at -30, that. So give me a shock roll, please, Ed.
That D100 is it?
D100, yeah, and there's nothing added to it. So I don't think you can actually roll particularly bad with this. 13.
Crazy good rolls here.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that's the wrong table.
The Emperor is with us.
Not down here. He's not. Not in the low hive.
The Emperor is always with you.
13. Ishmael, you're a bit startled. It literally says you are badly startled. You haven't seen anything like this before. It takes you by surprise. On your next turn, you can only take half an action. But after that, you can act normally.
Okay.
Does not compute.
You do also have Frenzy.
Yeah.
But I think Frenzy is a full turn, isn't it?
Full
So-
action.
If you wanted next turn, you could. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but you could start to Frenzy for half an action and then finish it on your next turn for the other half action.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up, it's the mutants. Right, we'll deal with this compelled mutant first, who's going to grapple his companion.
Oh, I wish I could see all the mutants.
Yeah, I can't see.
Oh, you probably don't. He flails at his mate. His mate doesn't look very happy about it. And he pushes past him. Dericles, you cannot take an attack of opportunity because you're frenzying.
That's fine.
But this mutant begins to scream and panic and flee from the bloodletter. As do most of the other mutants, who all begin to shoot off down the pipe from which they came. Most of them do, anyway.
You are scared them off my guns, man.
It's not every day you encounter a bloodletter in a sewer.
Only in Dark Heresy.
Yeah, that's true. But the bloodletter does get attacks of opportunity.
Oh, brilliant.
Loads of
Get
stuff.
the relevant XP day. I'll try that.
The bloodletter cuts down 2 of the mutants as they flee.
Good. We have a common enemy.
That one's compelled, so he doesn't flee. The one that it was grappling is there. That one legs it. That one legs it. That one legs it. Because there's only 3 mutants left there, Dericles, which might not be too good for you. And Dick, you, Ishmael, Mira, and Ramsey watch as all these ones that were around this pipe entrance scream, and you can see their eyes wide with fear as they look back down the tunnel and flee from whence they came. Back to the top of the round, Dick Pincher, it's you.
Go. I'm just going to stay here and hold an action.
What are you holding it for?
I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna poke my head around the corner under the pipe. Can I look over the pipe?
I mean, you stood up on top of the pipe, currently facing Mira and Ramsey.
Yeah, I'm turning around.
Okay.
See my
As you
lights on.
turn, I need you to make a willpower test at -30.
You enable me some light controls, because
Why is your light turned off? It should be on. Oh, that's all right. That's just because I'm going to move you there, but you are 1 square back. Okay? That's just so you can see what you're looking at.
okay. Yep. So I'm gonna crap myself now, am I?
Well, make a willpower test at -30, and then we'll decide.
Chance to play. Yeah. I'm mad and pulling my eyes out.
Okay, so that's 6 degrees of failure. Roll a D100, please.
Of course. I go.
Oh God. 1, 3, 8. Dick, you see this horrific beast and the mutants fleeing from it. You've never seen anything like this, or have you? your mind casts back to that moment on Iacanthos when you basically fucked Seth's entire war machine up, and the things that came through on your homeworld and began to tear the Ashleen and the mercenaries to pieces. You didn't see anything quite like this, but you did see similar things, and you recall briefly seeing something with a similar skin color, a deep blood red, but much, much taller with wings. And you begin to laugh and laugh and laugh as your mind breaks.
Never seen anything like it in my life. Never seen anything like it. There we go. That's my turn.
I would like you to roll. 1,
Madness
2,
points.
3, 4, 5. I would like to roll a d6, please.
Yes, of course. 1.
Oh no.
You only take 1 insanity point.
I would like you to make 2 ballistic skill attacks, please, with your pistols.
Oh,
One with each pistol.
He's gone, the sister's on play.
You will be, yeah, he is. You'll be plus 10 range, plus 10 single shot, plus 10 red dot on the first one. And remember to keep track of your ammo, please.
Okay. So, what's that? Plus 40, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, this first one's accurate as well, so do I get an extra 10?
Yeah, you do, yeah. Oh, no, you didn't aim. You didn't aim, so you don't get the accurate bonus.
So, did that one?
Plus 40 on the first one, plus 30 on the second one. Okay, so that's a hit.
Do you want me to roll damage?
Yes, please.
This is kind of done. Boom. No. Luckily, it's not very good.
Okay, and then roll your second one, please, at plus 30.
Uh-oh, the Judge Slayer.
Mhm.
I'm just going to do a little nervous trump.
Slayer Jam.
That's a good shot.
Oh, we can roll a d10 for the Judge Slayer, sorry.
Yeah, roll a d10 as well, and we'll see what happens to the damage.
Yeah.
Yes, that's fine. 8, 4, 5. All right. Dick blasts away with both pistols. Dick maybe doesn't really understand what it is he's aiming at. What he can see is this horrible beast, a handful of these mutants, and Dericles. And what Dick hits is the mutant that's right in front of Dericles. He doesn't kill it, but he hits it, winging it twice. And it's a little bit unusual for Dick to make a shot like that. You know, normally he kills what he aims at. You get the impression that perhaps he wasn't aiming at that mutant. And Vlad, in your form as the Shale Crow, you can't help noticing these 2 rounds pass straight through your body. And Dick, you don't know what the fuck this ghost bird is you can suddenly see, but it doesn't seem to take much damage from your pistols.
Me, man, the Cruel Father's here. Boom, 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 boom.
It's finally cracked. His time on the hive world has finally broken him.
I can see him. I can see him there before me. It's come.
Okay. The Bloodletter is going to make his attack. First one's a hit. Second one's a hit. 13, 11. That's more enough. He cleaves another mutant in half. Turns towards Dericles and screeches with a blood-curdling roar. That's
Witness
his turn.
your doom, demon filth.
Sister Mira. Hmm.
Do something. this?
Yes.
Do you have to see and hear me?
Do they have to?
See and hear me.
Let me just check.
You know, if you burn a fate point, how many do I have?
If you burn a fate point, you lose it forever.
Yeah.
If you spend one, which is what you have to do to use that normally,
Yeah.
then you get it back in the next session. But burning is a permanent loss.
Don't have to like do all this. It's been ages.
You have 2 fate points.
Right.
I think having more than one fate point is frivolous anyway. If I'm honest.
It's decadent, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's too decadent in these dark times to have.
So at the minute, you can only see Ramsey and Ishmael. Oh, and Dick. But if you were to move into the water, you'd be able to see everyone. But then you wouldn't be able to use your power this turn.
Let's move into the water.
Okay.
Fucking
What I use now?
Do that then.
All right. So you drop down. That would be.
Let's see as well.
That would still be only half an action. You do have another half action if there's anything you wanted to do.
No.
Okay. I need you to make a toughness test. Sister Mira's had these faith talents for so many sessions. And this is the
Waiting
first
for
time.
a demon.
Yeah, just waiting for this time.
I've done you a favour, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, Alan.
It's a bit like having the mimic talent and a disguise kit and waiting 21 sessions to use it.
Here's Alan, yeah. Cool.
All right. So, Mira, can you add 2 corruption points to your character sheet, please?
Yeah.
Right down the bottom.
You get corruption points for using it.
No, you get corruption points for
Right.
being in the river of shit and filth. Because it's industrial runoff as well as literal sewage.
Right now.
Vladdy Reg, it's your turn.
Okay. Do I see Pincher going batshit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, you've just seen these 2 rounds pass through your spirit form.
Forgive me, Pincher. I'm gonna dominate Pincher, I think.
Yes, this is what I've been waiting for so long.
Glad you're having fun.
Yes,
That's a pass with no perils.
yes.
Okay, and
Thank God.
I'm gonna.
We don't want 2 blood letters, do we?
Well, I wouldn't mind. Anyway, I'm gonna. I'd like to use Pincher to shoot the bloodletter, please.
Yeah. You will. You do have control of him. Just a
Unless you want
second.
to resist. Can you resist me, Pincher?
I mean,
He's got-
yeah.
he's got a chance to resist, I think.
Yeah, he has. And he wouldn't know what this is. So I will ask him to try and resist. If you've done this many times to him before, I might give him the chance to fight this off. So make a willpower test, please, both of you.
19. Willpower. Come on, Pincher.
What? Oh, God, what a time! What a time!
Yeah.
What a time for a critical!
Whoa!
You should
My mind
definitely
is a
use
fortress.
a fate point to know that.
You take control of Vlad.
Get out of my mind, Crow Father.
You, Pincher, you see this ghostly crow that you've been shooting at turn, and you feel its mind pushing into yours, but your will is like iron.
Get
You
out,
have done too
man!
much in your life, and you're not here. You haven't travelled all the way here to be pushed around by the ghost of Tissiak, the Crow Father. Fuck off, Tissiak, you think. You resist.
Well, fine.
That could have been epic, but it ended up being an epic in a totally different way.
Pincher resists.
Okay, that's my go.
Sorry. I kind of wanted you to shoot the bloodletter, but
Yeah, that would have
It's
been
the way
quite.
it's gotta be. It's the way it's gotta be, Hayden.
That would have been very cool, especially considering I don't know if you know this, but Vlad hasn't made a single fear test yet because Vlad isn't there, and Vlad is in his warded chamber. So what does he have to fear?
like watching a horror movie.
Yeah.
Well,
Next up is Ramsey.
I have to fear of the repercussions of summoning a bloodletter and leaving all my companions.
Yeah.
While I sit in a room miles away.
On the other hand, if you'd have summoned the bloodletter while you were here, if you'd have summoned the bloodletter while you were here, it would probably have killed you by now. So there we go.
Kill me instead. Turn off. It's okay. It's okay. The price you pay. The doubling.
Price
Guys,
Right, I'm going to try and jump the
I already
skank
said
Dave.
sauce.
You just call my wife a skank.
No, Dave. I'm talking about the river of skank.
All right. Okay. All right. So you're jumping the river of Skank.
Yes.
Okie dokie. I can't remember the jump rules.
You have to swim. You're too short.
Can somebody toss him?
Nobody tosses a rafting sniper.
You should go.
All right.
around
Let's
tossing
make
the
a.
ball.
Yeah, I heard a story about someone that did that once. Then ate a sandwich without washing their hands, and they ended up with hepatitis. Tossing dwarves.
I do like a happy ending.
I told you tonight was going to deteriorate fast. Okay, so jumping, leaping, running leap. If you move at least 4 meters in a straight line, so you could do a diagonal run up towards like the pipe, you can leap. Number of meters equal to your strength bonus. Okay, so if you were to run from there to like 1, 2, 3, to sort of here and then leap diagonally across, yeah, I'd allow that. So make a...
if I'm going to do that, then I may as well just climb the pipe.
Oh, okay. So you can make...
Can I leap up the pipe?
You can try and leap up the pipe. It's more of a scrabbling, leaping pull, if you know what I mean. So give me a strength or agility test. If you've got acrobatics or anything like that, you can add +10 to it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so you spend your turn scrabbling up to the top of the pipe. I'm going to put you there. You're still on the pipe, but I'm putting you there so you've got line of sight.
Yeah, cheers, man.
And I would like you to make a fear test, please, at -30.
Yeah, I'm going to add 10 to this with the fake point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
-30 in it, so minus.
yes, that's a fail, actually. That's a fail. Roll 20's fucking with us again.
Yeah, no, it's because I so 10. It should actually be at -20. So actually, it's 2 degrees of failure. I'll leave that actually, Dave.
All right. So 2 degrees of failure. Give me a D100 roll, please.
All right, 1 sec. Don't get my thing back.
Mhm.
Oof. I am going to re-roll that with another
Yep.
fake point.
Okay.
That's better. I do get that 1 back, so I'm
Yeah.
1 fake point down.
Okay, so 19, 2 degrees of failure, yeah?
Yeah.
Fear grips you and you begin to shake and tremble. You were at minus
Does
10.
anyone else want a coffee cocktail? 'Cause I do.
Yeah, that looks pretty
Yeah,
good.
I do.
Okay, so Ramsey,
That looks good.
you can still act as normal, but you're at -10 to everything.
Right.
But each turn you can make another fear test and try and snap out of it.
Is that still a -30?
Yeah.
Right. Can
However,
it get any worse?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the -30 won't get worse, but everything else can get worse. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So is that optional then to try and snap out of it?
Yeah, basically, when you're subjected to fear, every turn you get the chance of trying to snap out, which is a willpower test, but it's affected by whatever. So at the moment you're at -30, you're also at -10 to all stats, so you'll be at -40.
Yeah.
Okay. Dericles,
Yes.
it is your turn. You are frenzied.
Okay.
Fuck some shit up, Heracles.
Okay, I'm going to
Fuck some
kill
shit
this
up.
mutant first of all.
Mm-hmm.
The nearest thing, isn't it?
Yep. So you must all out attack. But you're at
Five.
you're at -10, but you're also at +10 for frenzy.
Yeah.
So you just +30 to your weapon skill, please.
Okay. Okay.
That is a hit. It's actually done it right for once.
Yep.
The mutant tries to dodge, fails. Roll damage, please. Oh my god, what?
Oh my god.
How can you possibly have got 43?
I don't know.
I do. That's my fault. Just a second. I'm going to change that.
You got a 10.
No,
though,
you
didn't
can't. It's rolled it, Dave. Oh,
Yeah. Stat.
so it works. It's the rules.
Right, I'm going to have to recalculate that because that's all gone to shit there.
What's he rolled?
He's rolled.
That's not possible.
So he's rolled a 1 and a 10. Plus your strength bonus, which is 3, and you're -10, but you're also +10 for frenzy, so that's 14. Yeah, so you just diagonally cleave this mutant. He was only on 7 wounds anyway. Cleave it in half.
That's what you get for not having faith in the Emperor. Gun. And then there's like foam coming out of it. There's foam coming out of his mouth. It spits into the mutant.
Okay, that's your turn. Ishmael.
I'm going to start my half frenzy.
Mm-hmm. So you're halfway to frenzied. You're going, ooh, I'm not really feeling this yet.
Quickly.
It's the mutant's turn. Okay, this mutant didn't run. I'm going to randomize it. The mutant, like a fucking spaz, attacks the bloodletter.
Go on, mutant.
Yeah, come on.
Thanks,
Come
Dave.
on,
For
boy.
this.
Don't thank me, thank the dice. And he misses the bloodletter.
That's the worst possible to happen.
Mira, you can see down the pipe a little bit that's right next to you. You see the mutants that fled into there are fleeing further and further down the pipe. They are terrified.
Goodbye.
Didn't want to stay for coffee.
No. Sure. Okay, so you can try and make another willpower test. It will still be at -30 though. Oh, by the way, roll a d5.
Right, what is it?
/R space d5. You take 3 insanity points. If you could add that to your character sheet, please.
Oh, yeah.
Do that right. Insanity points goes from 4 7.
So make a willpower test at -30.
You can do it, Dick.
Close.
That's fellowship there, right?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's
yeah.
fellowship, yeah.
I rolled a 14 anyway.
So what was your willpower?
Oh, wait a second. Willpower's 19.
19.
Yeah, so it's a fail with 1 degree?
3 degrees.
3 degrees, sorry. So roll a D100.
Go on.
D100. 11.
It's pretty good.
Good. Decent.
Okay, so 31. You begin to shake and tremble. You've started to overcome your fear. You're at -10 to the rest of the encounter, but each turn you can try and recover your wits.
Okay, thank you very much. Do I get to do anything now?
No, you're still. Or are you? Yes. You now get to act normally. No, you don't. You get to take half an action.
Okay, take a shot at the
What?
bloodletter.
Oh, I thought you were going to maybe shoot it. Isiak again, but okay.
I might shoot yeah.
All right, so the bloodletter is in combat. So it's +10 for range, single shot. Red dot. -20 for in combat, -10 for your fear. So it's straight ballistic skill.
Okay. So I'm going to use the Judge Slayer for this one.
Okay. That's a hit.
Yeah, it's good.
And let's get to the Judge Slayer table. Got 1 slot left in the Judge Slayer right now.
I think this is your last round in the Judge Slayer.
Oh, is it?
Maybe.
It's got 4 on it.
Last one had a
No,
bit
it's
more.
6. Can I re-roll that with a...
Yeah.
Okay, fate point. Boom.
7. Give me a D10 roll for the Judge Slayer, please, for unstable.
Yep.
So it's
Okay.
10 and 7, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so you blast the bloodletter, and you do 3 wounds to it.
Yeah.
And it turns and hisses at you.
I'm still got to carry on laughing.
The bloodletter swipes at the mutant with its massive axe. And it misses with an 89.
That's because I just spun it off course while it's swinging.
That was just stupid. Never mind. Sister Mira, it's your turn.
Wow, a bit confused really.
Tell me what you're thinking, and I'll tell you what you can do and what you can't.
I was going to cast Holy Radiance. People that are already feared.
Passes automatically for them. It means they are no longer afraid.
Holy Radiance.
Okay, so you use a fate point for the first time. Is this the first time in any game a faith talent has been used? I don't think Gaius has ever used any.
I'm sure she's used it before when we
Prayer.
fought Tisiax.
I don't remember if you had it then or not.
Well, don't remember. It's been years. Steve.
Okay.
It's been years.
Okay. So you are now all immune to demonic presence. And you gain the pure faith talent, which gives you +10 to fear tests.
I mean, the -20 now.
And in addition, you gain another +10. So you are. So he was -30. You ignore the first demonic presence. So you're all now taking your fear test at your normal willpower, with the exception of Dick, who still has -. Oh, and Ramsey. Wait.
On top of the pipe, man. I can see the shit.
Oh,
No.
steady.
Wait.
You're immediately freed. You are immediate. Oh no, that's on a burn. Okay, so those of you that aren't suffering from any -10s, now take fear tests on your standard willpower. Ramsey and Dick, you take just a -10 because of your last bout of fear. You don't get any of the negatives from the demon.
Oh, wow.
Nice move. Vladdy Reg.
Vladi Reg. Okay. I'm gonna
Vladdy Reg.
teleport back a bit. I'd like to telepathy to Pincher using 1 dice.
Right. Yeah.
I'm going to telepathy to him. I'm going to say, Pincher,
Get
I
off
am,
my head, Tisiak.
I am the Crow Father now. Trust me. I have your best interests in heart. Do not resist.
What are you on about, man? That obviously sounds like Vlad in my head.
Remember the bond of blood we have together.
That's right, Vlad, yes.
I'm going to try and dominate him a second time.
Okay.
3, 10,
Let my face fly.
pass without perils.
Dick, you now recognise it was Vlad trying to push into your mind. Do you want to resist?
No, I won't.
Okay, so it's a half action for dominate. I'll use the other half action to shoot the bloodletter.
Okay.
I don't know which gun should I use.
I've got one more. I think I've only shot the Judge Slayer 3 times. Has been shot this game.
I've got a half action. What would
Shoot
you
the Judge
suggest I
Slayer.
do? Okay.
Shoot the Judge Slayer.
It's high up.
Yeah, it's up 7.
Okay. I don't know if that's good enough or not.
Okay, so you'd be 10 for range, 10 for single shot, 10 for...
Red dot?
there is no red dot on the Judge Slayer, is there?
Yeah, I think there is.
There is.
There is.
Yeah, plus 30, but it's in combat, so -20, and
Yeah,
so it'd just be +10.
Is that? I guess that's a fail then. You're right.
Yeah, I would have thought so.
I'll use a fate point then.
Yep.
Oh, and I think there's an additional -10 for using
Oh,
dominate.
you know that.
So that's a miss.
Luckily, the Judge Slayer never jams. But you do miss with that shot. But it's nice. I like the idea of Vlad finally doing what he's wanted to do ever since he read Ravenor.
Yeah. It's not really worked. So anyway, I'm going to I'll stop casting it after that, so he can still have his go as normal.
Okay, Ramsey,
Yes, sir.
what would you like to do?
I would like to take out my rifle. I will
Sorry.
load-
First of all, make a willpower test for me at -10 for the previous effect.
Do I have to snap out of it, or can I just deal with it and shoot?
Just a second. Let me check the wording on this. Get a +10. It's a straight willpower test for fear. So just make a willpower test to see if you can shrug off this -10, basically. It won't make it any worse.
Okay. Willpower at -10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so your hands are still shaking and trembling, but you can act normally, but you've got -10 to anything that you do.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna get my rifle out. I'm gonna load my demon slaying rounds in it.
Forgot you had them.
Nice.
All right, so that'll be your turn, will it?
That's a half an action. I'm just checking my solid round, my solid shot expert. Give it- See if it's- Once per combat encounter, I'm going to use free aim.
Yep.
And I'm going to shoot the bloodletter in the head.
Is this for your standard rounds or?
No, with the demon slaying round. So it's half an action to load the demon slaying round in.
Okay. So single shot, short range, accurate.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're not aiming, are you?
I am aiming because I get a free aim once
You
per
do get a free aim,
combat
yeah.
encounter.
Yeah, so accurate.
Convenient.
Is it red dot?
Yeah.
So that's plus 40. Anything else?
Hang on. So 20 aim or accurate is 30. The red dot, and so it's 40, including the minus 10.
Yep. And you shoot into combat, but you ignore that, don't
There's
you?
no modifier for shooting into combat, and no modifier for shooting at a declared target.
Yeah.
Because I'm a ninja.
Sounds illegal.
So plus 40 for the bullshit sniper. Oh my word. Oh, so what's that? 3 damage dice?
Yeah. Roll D10.
Watch the 10 come up on the first one.
Plus 2 D10.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh dear.
I'm going to reroll that.
Oh no. What is that?
That's better.
What is that?
Don't get my fake point back.
Okay, so 22. What's the app on it?
Shot 22.
minus 6. I don't think it's got armor anyway, is it? Anyway, it's a demon slaying shell, so.
What does the demon slaying shell do exactly? Can you remember?
Oh, fuck knows, dude. Right. Does it ignore demonic toughness?
It ignores something, yeah. It might ignore demonic toughness, in which case that's going to be a fucking brutal shot. Let me have a look.
Slay it.
Demon slaying.
Slay the beast.
Yeah. Ignores demonic toughness. So what app is it, James?
6.
Ignores its armor. Then it's got armor 6.
Yeah, pen 3 plus another 3 from the manstopper, so 6.
Fuck. Holy shit. All of you hear this deafening boom. And it's a sound you haven't heard from Ramsey for quite a while. He's been playing with his pistols recently. But the sniper rifle is back up in his grip as he squats across this pipe.
Yes.
And the bloodletter just explodes and dissipates. And you see this rip in the warp open back up. And it shrieks and is torn back out of reality into the dimension from which it came.
Yeah.
Yes, motherfucker.
I believe that's 2 demons for Ramsey now.
I think that might be 2 for 2.
Aye.
Dericles, there is still a mutant down there.
I'm going to charge that and destroy it.
Nerf, Ramsey, nerf it.
Go for it.
That's a lot of cheese. That's about
Yeah.
2,500 XP just
Yeah.
cracking off there.
Just for one shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And
plus,
sisters fucking them up with demon flaying shells.
plus 30 for your charge, Johnny, because it's normally plus 20, but you get plus 10 for frenzy. Oh no. Yeah, that's just a hit. I'm going to try and dodge that with my mutant. My brave mutant. No. Roll damage, please, Johnny.
14.
20.
Yeah. Another mutant falls to the blade of Dericles the Illuminator. It's just like the last time you were down in this region, carving mutants.
Like fun memories on that. Bitter. I spit at the mutant, and then spit in the direction of the where the demons. That's what you guess when you mess with the Emperors.
Heracles, the book you have been reading, the Tome of Forbidden Law given to you by Varak, it speaks of a great many things. Techniques to harden one's spirit, to use one's faith as a shield to turn back the wicked, to turn back the vile creatures of the warp. And it gives you this aura of faith and strength. It's not a visible thing, but you can't help wonder if, when the mutants fled from you, was it the demon they fled from? Or was it you?
The demon.
Vlad.
Yeah.
I mean, Derek, the scrolly Dericles, is it?
Vlad. Perhaps it's the Farcosia. Or perhaps it's a sliver of the Emperor's own power gifted to the young cleric. But you can see this glow, this faint blue, whitish glow that emanates from Dericles. And you saw it once before at the party at Lady Barella's mansion, after he took the Farcosia. And you see it again now, as he strikes down this last mutant. And it pulses and swells. And you see also the effect in the moment before Ramsay puts a round through the demon's head. You see something on the demon's face, although its features are very alien. You see briefly a look of fear pass across this demon's face as Dericles closes with it. But then Ramsay puts it down, so who knows what happens.
The boy is fated for great things. That was wise to bring him into a room.
It's still on the
Sorry,
pipe.
on terror itself.
All right, so out of combat, the demon is gone, the Sorcery of Fear is gone, everything's hunky-dory. Ishmael, you can choose to drop your half. I'm so sorry that you spent that whole combat just standing there and moving slightly and doing half thing. Dericles, you can drop your frenzy. This source of your rage has gone. Dick, you stop laughing now. You realise that what just happened was fucking bizarre. There's a ghostly crow somewhere. You heard Vlad's voice talking to you. There was a beast that you shot at and you
Dick,
didn't really have control.
Dick is still going to carry on laughing a little bit.
All right.
And he's going to also unload the rest of his clip into the crow.
Okay, knock your ammo off.
Yeah. Okay.
And Dave, I'm in the goo. Right, I'm in goo. Do I take some damage? Do I have to take a test for that?
For what, sorry?
I had splash into the water to destroy that mutant.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Can you make a toughness test for me, please?
Yeah. Got to be honest about this.
At plus 10.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so you take 6 corruption points, please.
Really?
Yep.
Excellent.
6.
1 plus degrees of failure.
9.
Malignancy incoming.
I can't believe you've just questioned me on that, Johnny, when Al gives them out willy-nilly.
I don't give out 6 at a time, though, you know.
Al,
I'm not evil.
Al, you forced us. Fuck off. You're not evil. You forced us. You forced us to listen to Cotton Eye Joe and then gave us corruption for it.
What?
Never forget that. Never forget that. You started this arms race, not me.
I don't have any shame.
All right, so the mutants have fled. Whether it was Dericles or the demon seems unclear, but they have fled back into their tunnels. The map that you were given to follow, or that you've created basically to follow, does continue up this larger tunnel. Anything anyone would like to do, say to each other before you progress? You're out of combat. You can
We
do
need to go now.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's leg it.
Yeah, let's go.
I'd like to telepathy to the whole group. I'm going to say, forgive me, and then I'm going to return back to my. Return back to my body.
We don't.
Who's that?
I would like you all to make a perception check at +20, except Dick.
Okay. Am I here?
Yeah, you're here. You don't need to make a
My-
perception check.
I don't know. My lights have all gone out. And
Yeah, you're very dark all of a sudden, but you've still got. I can still see your face and your headphones.
I think my power sync is just died. Let's see if my back garage light works because my internet's
Okay,
still on.
+10.
Sorry,
Like +10.
20.
+20.
+20. Yeah.
I've not done the plus 20. What do I get? 20 to that. I passed anyway.
Cool.
4 degrees.
Excellent. So with the exception of Johnny, you all hear this voice in your head, and Dick, you've already realised what this voice is. You've already realised it's Vlad speaking to you because he told you it was. And everyone else realises Vlad has just spoken directly into your mind and said, "Forgive me." Dericles, you've heard this voice in your mind. You don't know who it was saying, "Forgive me." Perhaps it was the demon. Perhaps it was the demon that assaulted your friends.
I will never do.
I think Johnny might have passed. I don't know. Look at Johnny's roll. It looks all weird.
Oh my god.
If it's 32, then he should
Yeah.
pass at +20, right?
Yeah, so yeah, you did reckon. I'm going to take that -10 off there because it's just causing absolute havoc.
It is.
Right. Just one second.
I'm looking forward to getting my far cozy-ish from.
I'll get you jelly. I'll get you the jelly. Don't worry.
What else can you get us?
Wait. Why is Canny here offering to get Dericles jelly? That's weird. All right, so I've fucked all that minus off because it was causing absolute havoc. That. All right, so you leave. I assume. Is there anything else you'd like to do, or would you like to push on?
Let's just push on and get out of here. There's no more chainsaw and fodder anymore.
Oh, there, a bit like one second.
Okay, so are you pushing on the way you were heading before?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, there a bit naughty. One sec.
I'm gonna run.
Here we go.
So, Vlad, your companions are pushing on into the dark. What
I'd like,
are
to,
you?
I'd like to go back to my body, please.
Yep, all over that.
And I'd like to go and start to equip myself.
Okie dokie. What the fucking hell has happened to this? Weird. Anyway, yeah, so you're back. Suddenly you snap back to the room. Mira's not there. Dick's not there. Ramsey's not there. None of these people are there. But you're here.
I'd like to get my gear.
Mhm.
I'd like to take my monosword.
Yep.
Stummers.
Yep.
A long-range vox, a refract field, a half a bottle of anesec, a bolt pistol, knife, choke grenades, telescopic pole, flat coat, and I'd like to head off and see Mr. Strophes.
Okay. Not a problem. You find Lord Strophes down the ground floor in his study. No, that's incorrect. On the first floor of his study. First floor of his mansion, sorry, in his study. In a room that looks perhaps strangely familiar to you, and you can't help but think that in another life, you've maybe seen this before.
I have to say, Dave, I'm only seeing a black screen.
Yeah, I know.
Lights are off.
So it's not that familiar, I'll be honest.
Just give me a second.
Yeah.
I can see it now.
Dark.
It looks vaguely familiar, but you don't know why. There's no reason for this.
There's, you should definitely reuse this map. Okay,
Maybe-
I don't know why it's
maybe I
familiar,
would
but I got a feeling of deja vu.
Yep. Lord Strophes is there, sat behind the desk. There
I
are
can't
not a
see him,
suit
though.
of Terminator and power armor. Yeah, I know. I don't know where he is, but anyway.
I'll just pretend he's there. So,
Yeah.
Lord Strophes, I've made a terrible mistake. I've endangered all my friends. I split the party.
Well, Varek told me you were smart. Never split the party, Vladimir.
I know. It's the warp. It's seductive. I've been spending more and more time there. In the warp, but I should be in the real world. I should be with my friends. What am I doing here?
I don't rightly know. I've been in here doing my work all day. Is there something I can help you with, Vladimir?
Yes, I need to rejoin my friends. I need to go to, I don't know where it is. The name of the
Upper
place.
East. Upper East Clamor.
Upper East Clamor. I need the quickest route there.
Oh, well,
Guide me.
I can have my man drive you to an elevator shaft that will lead you down there if you wish. It's a bit of a trek, but yeah, the shaft is the route I took the last time I had to visit that particular associate.
Yes. I must leave straight away.
Very well, I'll arrange my driver. Give me 10 minutes and meet me out in the vehicle bay.
Very good. I am in your debt.
No, Vladimir. I am in yours.
No, I am not.
I'm going to nod my head, and yes, so I shall meet him
All right.
later on.
So, in about 10 minutes' time, you meet this particular very well-dressed footman who leads you out to a ground car. He doesn't ask any questions. And he drives you for about 45 minutes down from the spire, from Tranquillo spire that you're staying in, down to like the sort of the lower reaches of the upper hive of this particular spire, and then indicates to you a door that seems to not really lead to anything. It's just a very simple door, and says, I believe you will find what my master has directed you to within.
Okay, shall bow my head and then take my leave. Oh, can I take the long-range Voxwell? I don't know if I said that or not.
Yeah,
You did.
Yeah, I did. Okay, right, great. So yeah, so I'm going to head off. I'm going to try and rejoin the party.
Okay.
Mm.
You enter this room, I assume. You open this door.
Yep.
Would let her in there.
Inside,
No.
inside is what looks like a very. There's a very small. Yeah, I don't need any tempting. There's a very small room. It's only about 2 meters square, and there is a sort of metal pedestal. And hardwired into this pedestal is a man, but only like the waist up of a man. And half his head is cybernetic and one arm is cybernetic, and it's fused with the wall. And he looks at you and says, "Good day, my lord or lady."
Hello, Johnny Cab. I need transmittance now. No delay.
Compliance.
Is that the guy out of Total Recall?
Yeah.
I thought-
He pulls a lever with his arm that is sort of fused to this mechanical device on the wall, and the lift shudders and begins to slowly descend into the hive.
Oh, see what Beans bomb.
All right.
Nice
it's
bomb,
good.
Bean.
I've just stuck my cat out because it's really hungry.
Vladimir,
Leave me alone.
what happens next is a very lonely, very long ride down through the hive that takes quite a few hours of just continually going down and down, and the thin shafts of light that pierce through the metal bars get dimmer and dimmer every sort of 10 minutes. And after about 2 hours, it's blackness, save for the light within the elevator that you ride down on.
I'm gonna rack myself with guilt while we go down.
So you
Okay.
should. Filthy psycho.
Shame.
Shame, yeah, shame. Shame.
And I'm going to have a wee and grab a beer if anyone else needs a little break.
I might ask you how you did it. How do you do that, man?
Neat trick. Please don't do it again.
Oh, you nearly got to wet your blade, Johnny.
I know, I really wanted that blood letter. I wanted it. I was aiming for around week to like 1 wound and then
Well, you can't blame Ramsey for being efficient dwarf of doom.
no, to be fair, that was actually all like because it could have gone horribly wrong and killed me. So
Could have done, but it might not have done. Remember, Guy smashed his pretty easy.
oh yeah, fair point, yeah. The guys is a beast though.
No, he's not amazingly on the attack. He's really good on defense, but he's not amazingly on attack, to be fair. He's got really shit weapon skill, Johnny.
Does it?
Yeah, he's had a weapon
You
skill.
need to be buffing that shit up, man.
It's like, well, no, it's really expensive for an Arbite. Strength
No,
for
it
the
is,
weapon
yeah.
skill bonus on the Arbite is one of the most expensive. It's really, really harsh because, like, what do they use? The shield and the bloody baton.
Yeah, but you want to deliver justice efficiently, don't you? You know what I mean?
His intelligence is cheap on the Arbites thing, and
Yeah.
the detective skills. So that's what balances
That's
out.
true, yeah.
And
That's what you need.
toughness. Yeah, you get good toughness bonus.
Speaking of that, they just advertised, saw an advert, they're advertising, they're looking for detectives, police.
Oh yeah.
Came up, I was just like,
How's your inquiry skill, Johnny?
I don't know. I think it's pretty good. I'll talk to anybody really. No, so
I reckon I could lure people into giving me information beyond their needs.
yeah.
I'm pretty good at making people spill beans without actually asking them direct questions.
Yeah.
You know what? Gabe.
Leanne's
Force wank.
What? What happened?
Fourth one.
Leanne's currently obsessed with the idea that when she got up to go for a piss, her top was tucked into her pants and you all saw her pants.
No, nobody saw anything.
Black
Yeah, nothing happened.
Oh, sweat.
At least you're wearing pants.
Well,
Yeah.
people see my boxes all the time. I won't worry about it,
They
Leanne. It's just a bit
Okay.
material.
Okay. That's all
So,
good.
Unless you cap-
as Vlad
unless you cap-
continues his
teabag
descent-
me.
Eh?
Nothing.
down deeper and deeper, what's going on?
Why are you repeating?
Well, everyone went robot on me there.
Yeah, you went a bit roboty too.
Yeah, I think it was my laptop. Okay, as you descend, Vlad, deeper and deeper into the hive, this is a long journey. And you can't help but think that perhaps your companions could have used this elevator if they'd have only asked. But instead, they took a slightly different route through a map they created themselves. But anyway, as you descend, we will join up with the rest of the group. Or we will continue with the rest of the group. As you descend for about an hour. And you eventually come to another section of pipe that has a junction in it. I'm just going to put you on this map. And this is going to fuck everything up that I've already done. So I'm going to fucking redo that because that was stupid.
It's your GM name.
I don't know why, but every time I select,
Repeating on here.
it's my laptop. I'm going to switch to my other connection. Hang on. Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. That's a bit weird. All right. Leanne, can you just switch to Roll20 so I can see this map? Okay, so you should all be able to see this new map. And you see down this tunnel, and it's a bit like the one you saw before, except there's a branching tunnel laying before you. And in the distance, standing in the dim light of a burning barrel of promethium fire, you see a hulking mutant like the one Ishmael fought before. But it stands idly.
It's got his face turned like knackersack.
It stands there idly, its shoulders slumped. It appears inactive. And you can see, again, inlet pipes here and here, where more runoff and piss and shit enter the sewer.
Can I have some vision? I know I'm not there, but can I have some
Yeah,
vision?
I'll give you Ghost Reg.
Just so I'm not staring at a blank black screen.
Yeah, not a problem.
This Ghost Reg back around. Can I shoot him again?
No, he's not really there. It's just for Alan, it's not for Vlad.
Don't resist the Crow Father.
Okay. So you
give way then.
You're not in initiative order, but I would like a marching order off you as you walk along this thing. You can walk two abreast. So who wants to go up front? Who wants to go at the back? Who wants to go in the middle, please?
I'll go front.
All right.
I think you're best watching me anyway, because I've gone a bit crazy, haven't
I?
I'm not there at the minute. I'm in the real world now.
So Ramsey, where are you going in this marching order?
Where am I?
Where's Hayden?
He's going up front. This is just. Sega, you're taking the rear.
I'll go.
Yeah. I can't see you.
Yeah. Oh.
Mel and Johnny take up front, and I'll go behind them as mid-range shot support.
Go middle. Middle somewhere.
I'm a pistol user, so they're weapon users, and they're right. Well, be in front of me.
Ishmael, can you still not see anything?
I can see like half the screen. Shall I go rear in case we get mutants?
Yeah, actually, like I could do with being somewhere in the middle so I can pour fire into whoever's at the front of the bar.
I've reloaded all my weapons, Dave.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I put normal rounds back in my sniper rifle and reloaded the pistol.
Cool. Derek, where are you in this marching order?
I'll be at the back because I'm hoping that there'll be some more mutants creep on us. Like, you know, can't say words.
So it's
creep up on.
So it's Dick up front, Ramsey and Mira in the middle, Derek and Ishmael at the back. Yep.
Like it. Come on.
Yeah.
Fucking run.
Ishmael, can you see now?
Yeah, I can see a bit of it. Yeah.
Can you see your own token and your friends around you? Yeah, that's enough. Okay, so it's very quiet in here. I'm going to ask you all to move, and I'm just going to break the rules a little bit here, and I'm going to ask you to move in the order that you're currently walking in. I'm going to ask you to disregard your agility and move 8 squares at a time. So, Dick, you please first.
Okay. Get down onto the right bit of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, so you can see down this pipe, and as you saw before, there are mutants in this pipe, but they just seem to be standing, inert, staring at the floor. They're not totally motionless. They're moving a bit. They don't seem to pay attention to you, and they're just kind of standing there doing nothing.
I suppose I look like some sort of skeff as well, don't I?
Ramsey.
Skeptic.
You call me Skeff Man.
Yeah, I did.
God, Skeff Man. Ah!
I like to hear it.
Man, still hurt. Little cuts, man.
No. Death by 1,000 tiny cuts. Skeff.
Yeah.
Can't take it anymore.
It just ran off.
He's just moved up ahead of you a bit.
And what's this thing that we've just that's on the right?
Like a flower.
What's what? Sorry,
Flower.
Is Dick just walked past it?
I can't hear you. Hang on a sec. What is Dick? What? Sorry.
Dick just walked past this alcove.
He
and
has,
said
yeah.
mutant-
Yeah. No,
mutants in there.
no. He can see where he's standing, which is a little bit more northwest of you. He can see another pipe like you saw before with mutants in. He hasn't looked in that alcove that you were in.
Just
Okay.
run.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, Mirror.
Oh,
The fuck is this?
Mean okay?
Mhm.
I was here, wasn't I?
Yeah, if that's where you want to be, that's Dericles.
Yeah, whatever's.
Yeah, Ishmael.
Dericles, is that your lamp?
Yeah.
Much appreciated on my screen.
Oh, now you know. Man.
Okay,
Right.
that's Ishmael. Dick, it's you again.
It was good. It was,
All
it was,
right, all right.
it was funny.
I will.
Slightly true.
I will carry on. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Stop there.
5, 4.
So
Hammer.
you can see this chain strung across from one side of the stream to the other. You could clamber across that if you wanted to get to the other side, or you could climb over the pipe like you did before.
I might just jump on the pipe. Yeah. What's everybody else want to do? Turn around and address the group and say,
Out
"Hey,
of here.
which way
Out
are
of
we
here.
on? Do you want
Can we
to
go
come
faster?
to the other side towards those mutants, or do you want to? No, towards
Run.
those honourable people across the other side of the trench there, or do you want to carry on going?"
Oh, we're in a different map, aren't we?
Have you only just realised this?
Oh, sorry, I'm really tired. You know I'm tired.
We're in Zooland.
Yeah.
Going
Oh,
up and
no.
down between sewers. Come on. Right, I'm going to go over the pipe.
Okay. Give me an agility roll at +20, please.
Okay. Dick Pincher. +20.
Uh-huh.
yeah.
It's a bit ridiculous.
That's why I love that.
You're not under any pressure right now. This pipe's a little lower than the last one you were
I
in.
cartwheel over the pipe.
You easily scrabble up, and you're up onto here, and you can see ahead of you this junction that carries on in the direction you're heading and branches off to your right. Ramsey.
Ramsey's gone.
Mirror, do your turn if you want, while Ramsey's gone.
So I'll just move upwards.
So as you pass that pipe on your left,
Is that someone up ahead?
that's Dick on the pipe.
Right. All right.
But as you pass that pipe on your left there, you do see all these mutants standing
Yeah.
in the pipe, and they're doing nothing. They're not.
No, can't move properly.
Use your keyboard. It's much easier if you use your keyboard.
Sorry, yeah, carry on.
You see these mutants standing in the pipe, just doing nothing, just staring at the ground. Dericles.
Probably look.
Can I put on my flamethrower and burn?
Burn the shit.
What are you doing? Sorry, Dericles, I didn't get that.
Take out my flamethrower and burn
Burn what?
No.
the music.
You want what? You're going to have to move over to the pipe. You're not. You can't even see the mutants at the minute. Never mind burn them. Ramsey's back anyway. Let me deal with Ramsey first. Ramsey, what would you like to do?
Well, go.
So again, as Dick and Mira have seen Ramsey, as you get to that point, you can see down the pipe and you can see all these mutants huddled in this pipe, like you've seen before, and they're just standing there, shambling about, not really doing anything.
They're asking for it.
Dericles, Dericles, it's now you.
Okay, I can't see the mutants, can I? So I'll just walk.
Comes into the group. Everybody at casual man. We've got mutants.
Okay, so you make it there. Ishmael, it's you.
There's one with a guy with a blooming arm growing out of his ear.
Yeah, the
Dick is back to you again.
Okay. Where's everybody else? I can't see. It's so dark.
They're behind you, behind the pipe.
I know. Fuck. Right. Can't move myself after the pipe, Dave, for some reason.
Okay. I'm going to move you one square to there.
Okay. Yes, I can do that now. One. Zoom out a minute. 2, 3. Oh. 3, 4. Mine's elite 5. Yes, that's right. So I can move 5 and still shoot.
You can move. I mean, I'm saying you're out of combat. You can all move 8 to sort of basically simulate the fact you're all moving around the same pace rather than fucking about with real rules.
Okay. Then I'm going to move to about there.
Okay, so you see 2 more of these hulking mutants. You can see a few of them now.
Where?
But they don't.
Oh, I can just...
Yeah, they don't seem to be moving. They just seem to be staring. Ramsey, do you want to go over the pipe?
Yes.
Give me an agility test at +20.
Can he jump onto it?
That's what he's doing.
No, I'm just saying because of his height.
Yeah, he's very agile. Ramsey is nimble like a cat.
Okay.
Oh dear. Could you roll a? Unless you're fate pointing that, could you roll a D20? A D8, please.
Okay. 2/3 in it. Go on, I will reroll.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so fucking close. What got left? 2 and block.
That's better. Do you get your fate point back?
Oh,
Yes.
Oi! No witchcraft in my game. Hayden trying to call the rolls. We know your fucking game, sunshine. Yeah. So you hop up nimbly onto here. That's half your movement. So you've got another 4 squares there if you want. And then it's Mirror. Do you want to climb up the pipe? Make an agility roll at +20 if you do.
Okay, yeah.
I can't move my dude now, Dave.
I'm going to move you one more square, so you've got 3 more squares. I think you were stuck in the line of sight thing. Do you want to fate point that mirror, or?
What?
I said, do you want to fate point that mirror, or?
Sake. Yeah, go on then.
Do it again then.
Fuck's sake. What was it?
It's a hard
Agility?
fight.
+20.
You'll be fine.
You know.
Yeah.
Still a fail.
It's the exact
Is
green.
it?
Yeah. Roll 20 lies.
It's
It's really
no, it
confused.
doesn't lie. It's just in green. It just says minus still.
No. 57 is higher than 53, so it's a fail.
Yeah, by minus 0.1.
Yeah,
Which is a
Oh,
fail.
it says.
20 is fucking around.
It does say the right thing, but it's just in green.
Yeah, but it shouldn't say success. That's the point.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Roll
sorry, I
a-
wasn't looking at that. I was looking
Roll a
at that.
d8, please, Mirror.
Eyes you.
/R space d8. Seven.
Have you got some sort of round up mode?
No, I don't.
Rounds
I've
Yeah.
not changed anything. It's not me that's done this.
Okay.
Um,
Weird.
you fall
Oh, not again.
as you're climbing up the pipe.
Mm.
You take 1 wound. So reduce your wounds by 1, please.
Oh, well, no biggie.
You slip back down the pipe, landing in front of Ishmael and Dericles. Make yourself look a right
Oops.
twat.
Oops, I know. Oopsie daisies.
Dericles.
Better luck next time. I'm going to try and climb up over the side.
Okay, agility +20, please.
Terrible.
5.
Not too bad. Is it? Or is it?
Yeah, that's
It
pretty
is
bad.
bad. Roll a d8.
Yeah, roll a d8, please.
Where I take 20.
Okay, you slip back down, and you take 1 wound as well, please, Dericles. Reduce your wounds by 1. Ishmael.
Oh, we've got a non-climbing team, haven't we?
Yeah.
good.
It's the pit. It's the pit all over again.
Oh, that's it, not the...
Can't take it anymore.
Get the rope out.
Perhaps get forever.
Am I only
Got
like?
some fight.
Can't really see. Is that everyone?
Say again.
Am I only 2 squares from the pipe? Can't
You
really
are,
see.
yes.
So I'm gonna go my 2 squares.
Uh-huh.
And then try to climb.
Yeah, then it's half an action to climb up, and then you still have like a couple of squares, basically. I'm fudging some rules here because it's annoying otherwise. Agility +20, please.
Hey.
Yeah, you easily clamber yourself up and over the pipe. I'm going to put you there, and you've still got 1 square left. You should have had 2, but you would have been stuck in the pipe.
Yeah, I'm stuck. I can't move myself.
I've moved Mira by mistake, that's why. Let's put you there. There you go.
Yeah, that'll do.
All right. You do still have 1 square of movement, Ishmael. So, Dick, Ramsey, Ishmael, I would like you to make an intelligence test at +20, please.
Oh god, yes, yes. I get to be clever for once in my life. Clever. Yeah.
Clever Dick. Nobody likes a clever Dick.
I'm trying to use witchcraft on your games now.
It doesn't matter. I don't care because I can just smite you at will, so that's fine.
I know. You can change your look. You can change your look.
So all three of you remember the map. You remember the map very vividly that you conjured up in Lords Strophes, a fancy thing he had. You remember the tunnel branching a number of times, and the first junction you came to, you clearly remember that you should turn right here.
Straight on.
So walk past the super mutant.
Okay, so what I want to do is, because Mira and Derek are behind, I would like you to make agility rolls at +20 until you get over, just to keep up.
Yeah, we'll wait. We'll hold off
Oi.
till the day.
Okay.
I'm definitely not whittling you down, not trying to wound you repeatedly. You know, who would do that?
Evil husband.
You're better off having an evil one.
Yeah. Who likes a goody? Fuck off. All right.
But by our comparison, Dave sometimes feels nice.
I am nice. I am a very nice person. Go fuck yourselves, all of you, even those that didn't insult me. That's how nice I am.
You're not too nice.
No, I'm not too nice. I walk the line. I walk the line of nice and a massive cunt.
Good old walk the line.
Okay, so
It's debatable. Isn't it?
So-
just because of the way I am and my look, everybody just wants to smite me anyway. So
so Mira gets over. Johnny, you can roll. You don't need to roll a d8. You can if you want, but you'll just roll a d8, Johnny, please.
I've done it. 4.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you slip back down again. Give me another. Sorry, you take another. Oh, you don't take any damage that time. So give me another agility +20. I'm just going to keep doing this until you die or get over the pipe,
Keep
basically.
sliding right down,
Sorry, be death.
sliding.
Okay, so you eventually get over. So I'm going to move you all to this same point. You're all sort of around here, and you all think you should turn right here.
I think we should turn right, guys.
Well, 3 of you
Yeah.
think you should turn right. If
Go another way.
If Mira and Dericles want to make an intelligence test at +20 as well, just to double check that, you're welcome to.
That's right.
Well, Dick doesn't really know what his left and right is, so he's just gone left. Left, man. Left.
Intelligence +20. Right.
If Mira doesn't pass this, oh my god, I can't believe I said that.
The intelligence test is that low that you're still going to put this.
All right, so everybody thinks you should turn right, but Mira thinks you should go straight on.
Game.
Well, I guess this is where we part ways.
I mean, Mira's the smart one, so.
I'm joking. I am joking. Mira, search your feelings. Know the right way to.
There is
And
no right way.
Dick's going to be a little bit sexist here. He goes, "Listen, man, I never doubt a woman for an intelligence, but down to sense of direction, I'll always just."
You should always doubt mine. Always doubt mine.
Yeah, Dick just going to be insensitive.
Yellow card.
I give.
Yellow card.
Okay, so which path are you guys taking?
Right, obviously. Don't trust her. She's a woman.
It's that mutant.
Dick's
Say,
gonna
do
get,
what you
like,
like. I
smited by the
I want to be
Emperor.
healing your dick.
I hope not. Well, that's just getting cranked out. Twisted bastards like a face STD.
I'll heal you for half.
Space crabs, what are you going to do about this?
Oh, no, don't bring back the space STDs. I thought we'd got rid of them.
No, we're always virulent and dark.
So are you all taking the right-hand path?
Yeah. Go for it.
Okay.
Sure.
Are you sure?
Confused now.
No.
Maybe if I go left. Because after all, women are always right.
I'm going left too.
I'm gonna stop and just say once more, which path is everyone taking?
Right. Oh, right.
I mean, I've given you pretty much a good hint that you should maybe go right.
Okay.
I think we should split the party. Dave will have.
I mean,
Both ways.
if you want to split the party, I'm well up for that, but don't blame me. All right.
Well, I want to go right. I'll go right.
Okay.
Two.
Go right.
So you all go right. You continue to follow this path for quite a few hours, following the twisting, turning map that you've, with all your 4 degrees of success that everyone rolled, but the smartest part of the group, you soon find your way through these tunnels. I was going to do something there, but I'm not going to, because that would just be stupid. Eventually you reach the next chamber where the path diverges. Another junction, this one with multiple branching paths leading off into the darkness. And in the dim glow of a crude torch hanging from the wall, you see another of these hulking mutants that Ishmael fought with a drill arm, again glassy-eyed, vacant-looking, staring into nothingness. And you see 3 other figures too, moving awkwardly like you've seen the previous mutants you encountered. But one of the 3 figures moves a little easier, and he appears to be shepherding the first 2 along, with some sort of staff guiding them towards a pipe, like what you've seen other mutants coming from. I would like everyone to make a perception check, please. It's not sight-based, it's hearing-based, if anyone has that.
No.
It's what?
Hearing based.
Dick's on 5 of his low rolls today.
I don't hear anything.
Straight roll, though. Just straight roll.
Yeah, it will be for you.
I hate shuffling, and that's it. Attention.
Okay. You all hear a little muttering. But Dick and Brownie, you hear a voice. And it says, from this man with a staff who's shepherding the mutants along. And it says, "Come along, quickly now. Pure ones are coming. And you know how the pure ones can be. That's it. Climb up into the tunnel. Let's just hope they pass by. Brian and Susan will just have to hope their fearsome appearance will keep them safe. That's it. In you go. There's a good lad now."
I don't think they'll be any trouble. They're too worried about their own skin. Let's just bypass them and leave those poor balls alone if they're not trying to bite their heads off.
Right, leave the pure ones alone. Keep walking, dog. I didn't even hear that, so that's just what you think.
So it's only Ramsey and Dick that heard that.
Okay.
So Dick's just got to say to everybody, he says, these would be no trouble, man. I can hear them. They're more scared of us. They think we'll persecute them for being mutants. Which look, but I turn around and look at Dericles and go, some of us most likely will.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But we have more pressing for now.
That's right, Dericles. Thank you for being so understanding.
Bless you, my son.
Okay.
I did not sneeze.
Well, for when you do.
Okay, so you're going to try and bypass these people, are you?
Yeah.
Okay, so I would like all 5 of you to make an intelligence test at plus 10, please.
What's happened?
There was you didn't hear it, but Ramsey and Dick heard someone guiding the mutants and saying, "Come out the way. The pure ones will persecute us." Blah blah blah.
Right.
You're absolutely
Minus
right.
10.
Plus 10.
I can't believe how many low rolls I'm
Shit,
getting.
my ears aren't working.
Nicole says hi.
Hi, Nicole.
Hello.
Hi, Cole.
Hi,
Good
Nicole.
to say hello.
And it go.
James is hello. James, you need to give away if or else Polly won't be sad.
Oh, Alan, I'm at your house tomorrow. Cut half that tree.
All right, nice one, mate. I meant to say, you know, I said, oh, would you trim my bush?
Sorry.
Honestly, I get asked that so many
There's
times.
no need to now. We've got the
Probably
Christmas
not
lights
funny,
around it
Dave.
anymore, so
It's
it's
not
really
funny
good.
anymore.
I had a bit of a look to my customer because she's like, "Oh, it's like you missed
Yeah,
one
we
small
trimmed our own
bush."
bush. So.
And it says, "I tried to send you a photo, but it failed." And I just
Did
said,
we?
"Let's take that."
I don't know what's funnier, Alan saying, "You know, we said, could you trim our bush?" or Hayden going, I get asked that so many times.
Occupational hazard, isn't it?
It is. I don't know how brave these women are. I used to cut bushes with.
I mean, to be honest, if a woman gets to a stage where she needs assistant trimming a bush, then a chainsaw is probably the best option.
Not no German porno now.
I'm sorry. Oh,
We knew it was going to degenerate tonight. So.
yeah. You think this is bad, Alan? You wait for Thursday. Anyway, where's Alan gone? We've lost Alan.
It's turned into a
I'm
great
still
game.
there.
Oh, okay.
I want my privacy. That's all.
All right, mate. Yeah, no worries. Okay, so you push past into this junction, and Ishmael, well, actually, Hayden, Dick, rather, you think that the map, you've got quite a good sense of direction. I mean, you're used to navigating the deserts and the wastes, but you've begun to transfer those skills elsewhere. And you think northeast is the right way to go. Ishmael, you are 100% certain northeast is the right way to go. Everyone else is just a bit fucking lost right now.
I'd say go northeast. What's anyone else say?
I'm going to concur with Dick.
Okay.
Yes, I have faith,
Right.
brother.
Oh.
And you
No,
push
just
on.
do Metal Man.
And you push on for a few more hours. And I'm just going to have a quick piss. I'll be right back.
Yeah, well, fair, good call.
Woohoo.
I think I will.
Yeah, that's
I'll go for a random.
Yeah, piss party.
Yeah.
This
Oh.
part.
My one, I just go out the door onto the grass.
Nice, yeah.
You can probably see my headphones glow while doing it.
What are you working on, Brownie?
Versions of Pandora. Second song putting together. The real bad mold lines.
Oh no.
That's
No,
it.
Frank. You got in.
Are you with us, Al?
Like having a shark crowd.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I'm always with you, Dave.
Hi, Frank.
Oh, it's just like
No,
Vladimir.
not.
Oh my god. So Vlad, around this time, after several hours, riding down in this elevator, It reaches the bottom and it stops, and the little Johnny Cab figure turns to you and says, "You have reached your destination," and the door slides open.
You have served me well, Johnny Cab.
It does not respond. As you step out into this district,
Going down, Frank.
you can't help shake the thought that this place looks like it was maybe once quite well off, despite its low level in the hive. There's shops. There's various buildings and hab blocks, things like that, but they're now ruined and scorched. And you hear a voice who says, "You were the one the Lord sent then?" And you turn and see a young woman leaning against the wall. She's smoking an IO stick. She's got a bottle of spirits in her other hand. And she wears bright orange, bulky-looking armoured boots that come way past her knees, incorporating armoured knee pads. She has a pistol of some kind stuffed in the straps of the shin of one of her legs. She wears a sleeveless T-shirt, over which she has a somewhat ragged leather jacket with a dirty fur hood. And she wears shades, despite the fact that it's very dark down here. But at least she looks cool. And hanging from a strap over her shoulder is a heavily modified, quite compact-looking auto gun, which is painted the same garish orange as her boots. And it appears someone has daubed the word "kill" in low Gothic along the barrel.
Yes.
And she looks you up and down, Vlad, and says, "I was expecting more of you."
I'm going to say, nice boots. Have my companions not arrived yet?
You come down separately.
Yes, I thought it was for the best.
Right. Which way they come in? They didn't come through the sewer, did they?
Yes, the sewers. Is that a problem?
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, sewers is a problem. It's a little bit infested.
I'm sure they'll be here in time. They might be delayed slightly.
Yeah, they might be delayed, or they might not ever get here. I mean, fingers is waiting. It's up to you. We can go now. We can wait for your friends.
No, they'll be here. Have faith. Well, I've got good faith they're going to arrive. I mean, I know that they made it past the demons, so...
I'd like you to make an awareness test at +20, please.
Okay.
Okay. So the streets are deserted. It looks like this was once quite a fancy-looking town, strangely, this far down in the hive, until recently. There's still the smell of smoke and burning in the air and death.
Yes.
Like our old house.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like our old house. Can I try and comms into the group?
Yes, you can.
Come in, group. Are you alive?
Who's got the comms thing on? Can we all hear him?
I believe Ishmael has... You all have earpieces, but Ishmael has a long-range device. I would like Vlad to make a tech use test, please, at +20.
Fantastic. Tech use. Okay, 4 degrees of success.
Ishmael, you hear coming from the long-range Vox that you carry straight into your earpiece the voice of Vlad.
Are you alive? Is anybody there?
What we saw.
Sorry? Come in again.
We saw in the sewers. Have a guess.
Was it a demon?
How do you guess that?
Well, when I see you, I may have a little confession. Where are you? What's your position? Are you well? Are you alive?
We're all intact in the sewers at the minute. Can I give him our exact position?
Okay, so from the fact that you're talking to him, you get the impression you must be close. This far down in the hive with its much steel and ferrocrete packed in around you, you must be pretty close to one another for the signal to be able to get through.
Yeah, I think we're pretty close. Obviously, quite clear signal.
Understood. I'll await you here. If you get into trouble, let me know.
Okay.
Okay. Over and out.
Your friends are coming then.
I told you to have faith. Of course they're coming.
There's only
Don't you
one.
believe me? Don't you trust in the God Emperor?
She rolls up one sleeve of her jacket and you see emblazoned on her forearm an Aquila tattoo, and she says, "I put all my faith in the God Emperor."
Oh, good. I'm going to nod approvingly.
She holds out to you the pack of IO sticks. She's still got one in a corner of her mouth. She holds out the pack and also the bottle of spirits she's drinking.
I'm going to say, no, I don't.
Suit yourself. And are you waiting with her?
Yeah, I'll wait my companions.
Okay. The rest of you continue to push through these tunnels, and eventually you come to a heavily armored door, which you believe is the exit you were indicated. And you push through this door, and you emerge into an ancient, rusted factorum. And there are piles of debris, refuse, and scrap metal lay everywhere. A single red-hued lumen globe still glows partway along the wall of this dark chamber, and you make your way cautiously around a series of catwalks, following the last few steps of the map that you created. And eventually you reach another rusted metal door, which squeals noisily as you wrench it open. And beyond it lay the ruins of Upper East Clamore. And you probably expected something other than this, especially considering how far down Hive you are, the poor condition of the factorum you just passed through as well. But this district looks like, as Vlad has seen, it was once until recently quite well off, although now many of the buildings lie scorched and ruined. It seems like there was, until quite recently, a thriving settlement here, complete with shops and stores of various kinds. And Dericles, you recognise this place. You've been here before, but this is not what you remember. You remember the fires. You remember the damage you and the rest of your people wrought here, purging the mutants that dwelled within. But you recall this place was little more than a shanty town when you came here. And it's quite obvious that the buildings you see here were once proper prefab hab blocks and ferrocrete constructions, not the crude corrugated metal huts that you remember. Make a willpower test at +10.
Yeah.
Your vision blurs. You hear screams, echoes of a memory. You see the redemption tearing through mutant hordes. The image of the crude settlement you recall superimposed over the reality of this ruined town, and then it's gone, and reality reasserts itself once more. You hear a voice call to you, and all of you hear this voice, and you turn and see a young woman leaning against the wall, smoking an IO stick, bottle of spirits in one hand that she chugs from, and Vlad stands by her side. And you see her in this bulky-looking orange armour with her painted gun.
Hey, fit lass. Have you got another spare of those iron sticks? I just come down from the sewers and I think I really fucking need one.
She strides over to you. She looks at Vlad first, says, "These your boys?"
I'm going to nod. I'm going to say, what took you so long?
She strides over to Dick, offers you an IO stick, and then clocks Mira and says, "Oh, my apologies. A girl too, I see." And she gives you a smile. And the smile she gives you is simultaneously seductive and predatory.
Hey, baby.
Cool mirror.
That sounds it.
The smile
He's
widens.
gonna try slide in there for threesome.
This way, she says. Fingers is expecting you. And she saunters off down the ruined street, glancing over her shoulder to see if you follow.
Okay, I'll certainly follow.
Follow.
Everyone make an awareness test at +20, please.
Shit.
Oh no, the sound of disaster!
Yeah, that
Is
was me.
misfortune.
The cat was summoning me to the door, and the cable from my earmuffs just got tackled around my pint, my beer glass, and also ruined my joint.
Oh no.
No. Yes.
It's the price of those.
Awareness +20.
The cost of witchcraft. Now you will pay.
That's why you don't have cats.
There are real world consequences.
You don't get to call sixes.
I'm gonna call you fucking sixes next time. Vengeance craft.
Hell hath no fury like a Hayden scorned.
Okay. Ishmael and Dericles, as you begin to stride down this street, following this woman, you glance around, and you notice there's a man standing in the shadows in an alleyway. He's dressed all in black, and you only notice him because of the glowing ember of the IO stick he smokes as he stands there. And Ishmael, you notice a little bit more as you glance around this ruined town. You notice hints of movement here and there in the burned out windows and doorways, and it appears you are being watched by a great many people.
I'm going to relay that to the rest of the group.
Okay, so you're all aware you're being watched by a lot of people right now.
I'm going to turn to Dericles. I'm going to pat him on the shoulder and say, "The Emperor has great things in store for you, Derek. Varric was right. Varric was right to bring you into our group."
I appreciate your kindness, Vlad. I am only here to. If that be smiting Heresy, almost demon. Shake my head a lot. That. Then so be it. We are on the path.
I'll nod my head.
Okay. The young woman leads you along this series of burned out buildings and eventually approaches the door of what looks like it was once an inn. And she leads you inside. It's dimly lit by a handful of dirty lumen globes hanging from walls, and you can hear the steady thrum of a Prometheum generator somewhere nearby. And sitting in a dark corner of the room is a man in a dark robe. One arm is a high-tech looking augment of shining steel and brass, and you glimpse the telltale signs of other augmentations within the hood, although his face is still human. But he has an extra bionic eye implanted in the forehead, which whirs as it takes each of you in, but he never looks up from his work. There's also some sort of device mounted to his back, which crackles with power as he works. Around him are arrayed numerous technological devices and tools on this bench. And this third eye implanted in his head seems to swivel and focus on Ishmael. And you see him tense a little bit. The girl says, "Your guests are here, Fingers." And the door shuts behind you. And you see, as you turn, a man in battered-looking flak armour standing there, numerous heavy pistols hanging from his belt and the webbing across his chest. The same man that Ishmael and Ramsey saw lurking in the shadows. And these are your 3 new friends, if you'd like to cast your eye over roll 20. The man in the dark robe with the mechanical hand stops his work and glances at you all with real eyes and says, "I thought perhaps my former master had finally found me." And he seems to be looking a lot at Ishmael and the axe staff that he wields. "The Lord Strophes tells me you have a well-encrypted slate you require access to. May I see it?"
Which one of us has it? Is it
You have it.
me or
You have think, Ishmael?
Yeah.
yeah? I will pass the slate to him.
He takes it from you very gingerly, and you get the impression, Ishmael, that he's a little wary of you.
Guilty.
He looks over it for a moment or two, and you see this mechanical arm come up, and each of his fingers is a different kind of tool. And one of them extends and plugs into the data slate. And he says, "This is indeed sophisticated encryption. I believe it has been performed with non-standard tech heresy, if you will. I will not ask how you came into possession of this, but I can attempt to access it for you for 2,000 thrones."
I just confer with Vlad.
Well, I think we've got an open checkbook here. I don't see
Yeah.
that being a problem. I mean, if he's not happy with how we've done things, I mean, he can just let us know. I'm sure he will.
I'll turn back to the guy and say, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, man, don't go into a thing without bartering.
No,
it.
we want 1,800.
Exactly.
You're right, Pincher.
1,700.
Who's
2,000 is too much.
who's leading the bartering attempt?
I think Vlad can lead the bartering attempt.
Okay, can I do a spell that should
Embarrassing. I'm sorry, but my friend doesn't know how to barter.
Can I cast a couple of spells?
Of course you can, yeah. And another bloodletter!
Barter
I
letter.
don't know whether that's a.
No haggle, no matter the cost to your soul.
You get a bloodletter, and you get a bloodletter. You all get bloodletters.
Okay, so the spell that will not be named doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten a knack. I don't see it though. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So neither of them work. So I'll just have to make the test normally.
Okay.
That's a fail by somewhat. It's half perception, right?
Yep. Half fellowship, actually.
Half fellowship. Sorry.
He looks at you.
It's 41. So.
Yeah. He looks at you, Vlad, and says, "Very well. One cannot be picky in today's market. 1,800 it is."
I'm going to nod at Pincher. Very good.
Okay. Are you giving him Varak's credit chip?
Well, I don't know exactly how these things work, but I don't want to like give him the whole thing because that's like limitless money, isn't it? Or is there any how I don't know how it works. I don't know how money.
Think of it as chip and pin.
Okay, so yeah, I'll do it on. I'll do it on contactless.
Ishmael, make an intelligence test at +10, please.
Don't trust him, Ishmael.
Do I trust him?
Don't trust him.
I mean, this isn't about trust. This is about understanding how he takes payment.
I don't understand anything. So.
But he holds out a device. He holds out a device and asks you to present your credit chip. He doesn't ask for thrones. He asks for your credit chip.
Got any fate points, Ed?
You do still have 2.
Yeah, I'll reroll it. Plus 10, did you say? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think there's anything chickeny about that. Oh!
Yeah, you don't really know how he does this, but
I'm gonna hand over the credit chip.
yeah. And he literally brushes his hand over it, and then you see the finger mini mechadendrite once again plug into the data slate, and he begins to analyze the contents. And after maybe 5 minutes, you see his eyes go a little white as he's doing this, seem to fade out a bit. And then he unplugs and just hands you back the data slate, Vlad, and says, "Thank you for your business."
It's done?
Yes.
So quick?
Yes.
You have excelled yourself.
I usually do.
You seem like a useful man to know. May we call upon you again in future times?
You know where to find me. If you have the thrones, I am at your service. Just call before you come down.
Okay, I'll bow my head and then let's look immediately at what he's unlocked.
Okay, so what is unlocked? You found 2 data slates on Theodosia. One of which was it contained travel information that hadn't been filled in. It hadn't been given the final name of the person that was going to be using them. The other slate was a very long list of names that some of you recognised were names of prominent members of the ecclesiarchy, the administratum, and the magistratum. High-ranking members of each organisation. The data that has been unlocked, the data that was hidden within the data slate, is another list of names. And alongside each of these names is a single notation, many of which say unviable. Some say viable candidate, and a few say processed. And as you glance through this list, you recognize a name on the list. And next to this name is the word processed. And the name is Sire Strophes.
Oh,
That the girl who went missing.
Yep.
processed.
She's fucking jelly.
We already have eaten.
Some of her jelly.
So there's some viable candidates and some non-viables on the list.
Yep. You don't recognize any of the other names.
Okay. I'll relay this information to everyone.
If we could find out who these people were, we could maybe have a
Yeah.
taken or.
Say that again. You're a bit quiet there.
If we could find out who these other people were, take it back to Lords Strophes, see if we know who they are. The viable candidates, if we could have a watch on them, if you know, how we could possibly.
Yeah, and it'll also be interesting to see if any of these viable candidates coming to that service that we're going to go to in a few days.
Yeah.
Yes.
We should do some kind of cross-referencing and find out if everyone who's processed has been kind of lost
Yeah, they must all be missing, surely. Yeah, I think we should probably do that.
Well, it doesn't necessarily mean that they've actually been killed, but
I think it's quite likely, but I think we need to confirm that.
yeah.
Could
So
be
back
because
to
of
the
a
mansion next, I think. Guys.
protesting plant. See where they're making this jelly.
Do you want some jelly?
Oh, what about that? It's mega addictive.
Not
Like.
about one, more about.
To be honest, I'd rather have something else. I'm a bit on a cab now. But I probably will want some jelly as soon as it wears off.
Jelly is good for you.
Do you want some jelly, Vlad?
No, I don't.
Okay, Vlad. The opposite.
Okay, right. I know a quicker way back to the mansion. The sewers. Shall we,
It's not quick though, is it? It's like hours.
Yeah,
Hours
but
of boring.
It's better than the sewers.
it's the same length. It's the same length of time. It just has less mutants.
Go with that one then.
Yeah, let's go with that one.
I think have we done everything that we wanted to here, guys? Have we? I mean, we've got the decryption. We've made a contact. Is there anything else we want to do down here, or
I've not
you want
made
to head
love
back?
muted yet.
You want? What's that picture?
No,
Killed
no,
him,
stop reading my brain.
I'll pretend I didn't think that, Pincher.
You probably head back and then try and compile this list of processed and.
Yeah, I think we've done everything here that we want to. Let's.
I can't think of anything else to do.
Okay, let's head back then. We'll take Johnny Cab.
One. Just one there.
Okay, so you're heading back up.
Johnny Cab.
Okay, so
Johnny Cab, I ask you to serve me once again.
from now on, Fingers and his people will be added to your list of contacts. You've got a growing list of contacts if you look in Roll20 that have access to various information. Not all of you know all of them, but you're slowly beginning to establish a very nice network of people with fingers in a lot of pies. Okay. So you head back up, and it is a long fucking ride back up, crammed into this little elevator. Leanne, stop yelling "Hello, Stinky" over there.
Sorry. Oh, hello, Stinky.
Okay, so you head back up, and by the time you reach Lords Strophes Manor once more, it's getting on for about 1 a.m. What would anyone like to do at about 1 a.m.?
So quick press the Emperor and then go back to bed.
So, Derek, prayer, bed, mirror,
I'll probably do the same.
prayer, bed,
Mm.
Dick,
Drink.
Why didn't you say so?
drink what, sorry?
Drink. Fag. Swing the chain. Shoot some shit up.
Okay, I won't ask you to make a roll for it because there's not a lot of point. But if you've got any drink on you, mark a bit off.
Well, no, I'm off to Lords Strophes.
Oh, in that case, yeah, you don't need to mark any
Drink
off.
your own beers.
Yeah.
Not that stupid.
Ishmael,
Oh.
Remember, it's got really low willpower.
Ed, I can't hear you. I think you're muted.
You to turn my mic up.
Yeah.
I would like to. Setting.
Why is she sitting on my PC?
It's fun.
Because she knows the sense of your life, Dave.
She's fucking weird.
Oh, she's been kitty.
I've noticed my cat. I always wants to sit where I've sat.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna take your heat.
Mm-hmm.
Because my cat does to me all the time. I love him, but he's a bastard at the same time.
That's cat.
Yeah. I do get my revenge.
What you got, Ishmael? He muted again. I don't know why it's doing that.
I'm gonna try rejoin.
Nope.
I don't know why. Yeah, it's no sound, mate.
Have a look in your Discord settings. Have you somehow turned your sensitivity up or down? Alan just blew his nose in such an epic way at that right moment.
What was that?
Sorry, guys. I didn't realise that I'd come across there.
It was incredibly loud. I was like, "Oh, what's going on?"
We'll send it out to
I'll have to try and mute myself next time.
Oh no, never do that, Al. That was epic. It was like
That was an animal attack.
You want more?
tonight.
Ramsey.
Yeah,
Ramsey, what are you doing? Let's deal with
He's
you.
off to bed.
Straight to bed. Wow. What the fuck? Why can't I hear Ed? Why would it just suddenly die?
Mike's not even coming up.
Oh, there we go. I can hear you now.
Wait,
Yeah.
we can hear you now.
Yeah.
I've done nothing.
I don't know what happened there.
That sounds right.
My mic's only working. I'd like to recharge my axe staff thing and sleep.
Yep. Recharge, axe, and sleep. Well, kind of sleep. You don't fully sleep.
Yeah.
You only need a few hours a night. So, yeah, okay. Vlad, what are you doing?
Okay, I'm gonna send out some reaches, some tendrils from my mind. I'm gonna say, Reg, are you there? Are you safe, Reg? Reg, tell me you're okay.
Okay. I would like you to make a willpower test at +10, please. You get a sense back from Reg. You can't connect with him like you normally can, which is disturbing. You've had a good connection to him since the moment you chose him on Iacanthus. You've been able to connect with him in one way or another, and that connection has only strengthened over time. But right now you feel a very distant response from Reg, and it basically says, "Leave me alone. Privacy."
Okay, I will accede.
Okay.
Calling me, I'll go to bed.
Okay, so everyone's in bed. You're all in bed. Oh my, you're all in bed.
Dick's still probably awake, drunk somewhere. Swinging his
Yeah, but you're going to be in bed at some point. Let me have my fun, Hayden.
Don't want to.
In the night, the rapey orcs come.
No, carry on.
Oh, now you're interested. I would like everybody, please, to roll a D100.
94.
89.
71. Big numbers now. 92.
Time. Oh, we are.
I dream of genie.
Sorry, what?
D100, please, with a minus. Sorry, with a no minus. What am I on about?
I think she was farted on me.
Yeah, she was farting earlier as well. Fat little shit.
We don't have a roll, D20.
/R space
Yeah.
D100.
Sorry, she distracted me with a very bad stink.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Why is she so smelly?
And you sleep. Okay.
Mhm.
Time me on 10 o'clock.
Sticky.
Oh, where's that gone? There we go. Wrong fucking folder. Derek.
Yeah.
The dream again. Again you hack and you burn and you cleanse and you purge.
It's a dream.
The huge brute charges once more and you take its arm and its leg, just like you did that day.
Mm.
Its ruined form raises its one good arm and points to the roof of the cavernous chamber in the underhive. Foolish, blind slave of the corpse god, I go now to join my master, and you shall be crushed beneath his boot. And the creature gurgled through malformed lips as you took its head. And you see the mark upon its brow. Focus, Dericles. You can remember. You can remember. You can't remember. Kasan Ilios at your side. This is not how it happened. The elderly but powerful form of Kasan Ilios, the grey-haired, raggedly dressed but charismatic figure who not only assembled this ragtag army of zealots, the Redemption, but led them from distant Bront to the capital world of Scintilla. He leads the charge from the front of your brothers and sisters as you burned and hacked your way through the depths of Hive Sibyllus, putting witch and heretic and mutant and sinner to the flame and the blade. Kasan stands by you and looks at the creature you just killed. And he smiles, his scarred face twisting awkwardly. He places a hand on your shoulder and points skyward with the other. Look to the heavens, brother. Your gaze lingers on his hand as he points. There's a symbol there, a scar or a brand or a tattoo. You've seen it before. You do not recall him bearing such a mark. Is this a dream? Is this a memory? You're unsure. You gaze down at the mutant once more and see the same symbol on Kasan's hand carved into the mutant's forehead. You had forgotten. This was the symbol, the detail you could not recall from your previous dream. The symbol you saw on the Vox in Seth's fortress. The symbol Lord Strophes drew that night deep in his cups. The mutant you fought in the depths in Upper East Clamore, where it all ended and where it all began. They each bore that symbol. And then, as your brothers and sisters became overwhelmed, as the hordes of mutant scum swarmed your bastion in Upper East Clamore, he came. Upper? Inquisitor Globus Varak. He saved you. He came with Sergeant Gallows, Interrogator Medan, and many others. They came and turned back the charge that decimated your brothers. Do you remember? No. Yes. He saved you. Didn't he?
Well, did he?
Dick.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry. Sorry.
You dream again of Iacanthos, Dick.
Yeah.
And once more faces come to you. People you knew there, like the last dream you had. Gilletta Tursk, the wannabe criminal kingpin of Port Suffering, and her husband, for whom you acquired a cybernetic arm. Penny, a fence and an old friend of yours. Chizar, the fearsome warrior woman. The sombre form of Sister Xanthi, who wore armour like mirrors. She began teaching you to read and to pray, but you expected a little more from her. You wonder what became of Sister Xanthi, where she is now. You hope she's well, not questioning herself or anything like that. And you hope
Laughing.
no jumped up prick with an oversized sword has been mean to her wherever she is. You dream of the tomb, of the vast stone doors where you killed Lady Celessa de Vord and her entourage, and that makes you think of Siegfried. And you wonder where he is right now. And for a lord, he was all right. You got on pretty well with him. You hope he's safe and well, and not somewhere horrible, like a ship bound for a highly corrupted world, in service to an emotionally damaged, mentally unhinged lunatic with apocalyptic-level psychic powers. And you dream of the Chamber of Heroes, where you found the phylactery of Tissiac, the demon who had slumbered under the lands of Iacanthos for 2,000 years. Tissiac. Pincher.
Ghost flyer flowers.
Tissiac was a name you had never encountered until you met your new companions. You knew him as the Crow Father, the evil figure of legend on Iacanthos, who you and your people would blame for everything bad that happened there. The Imperial Creed had never been pushed or enforced on Iacanthos. It was allowed to do its own thing, although from time to time pilgrims and missionaries came to that harsh world and preached the word of the God Emperor, and the Imperial cult did spread to some extent. It never really took off. The Ashleen were, as a people, aware of the God Emperor of mankind, and many would say prayers to him, but they learnt them by rote from off-worlders. And you learnt them by rote. It helped you fit in better in places like Port Suffering after you left your tribe. The Ashleen were not a religious people, but they were a superstitious people, and they would whisper the name of the Crow Father to keep him at bay more than in homage. Although Tissiac had been trapped beneath the ground for centuries, the memory of him, of his enslaving of the Ashleen, lived on in the people, passed down from father to son, from mother to daughter, as had the story of the man from another world who defeated Tissiac and freed the Ashleen. This was why the Ashleen tolerated outsiders and the God Emperor. They owed a debt, and this was why even the most heathen of Ashleen knew and revered the name Drusus, even if they did not understand exactly what it meant and who he was. But since your time with your new companions, you have learnt a little more than most Ashleen about Drusus, the warrior, the general, the saint. And you have learned that when he freed Iacanthos, he did not do so alone. He had help from a man named Harlock, for it was he who made the phylactery of brass clockwork. It was he who bound the demon Tissiac Crowfather beneath the soil. It was he who... You stand atop the hill, Stern Hope. The cathedral is gone. There is no sign of it. This, you realise, is before. Battles rage around you. The Imperial war machine rolls inexorably forward, vast tanks and walking machines taller than a sandlurker, thousands of men and women clad in red flak armour, firing lasguns, cutting down swathe after swathe of wild-haired, wild-eyed Ashleen who bellow and roar as they charge to their deaths, and atop the hill a shadowy figure stands, screeching in rage. It waves a huge clawed hand towards a group of Ashleen, and you watch as they twist and change, becoming something else. Something the likes of which you have only seen twice before. In the carnage of Seth's camp as you fled with Vlad and the others, and today in the sewer. And at the centre of these Imperial forces that lead the charge against the twisted Ashleen, you see two men. One wears military garb, proud, noble, and regal of bearing, and the other dresses in flamboyant colours, a sword at his hip, and a book in a hand. A cape flutters and flaps around him. His features are obscured, sheathed in deep shadows, but you know him. Somehow you know who this man is. Harlock. And he looks at you, and his eyes pierce into your soul, and he sees you. He sees everything you are, everything you have ever been, and everything you will become. And you awaken, drenched in sweat.
Cool. But I need to go change my shirt.
Ramsey.
Hmm?
The corridor is dim, lit only by the lamp packs of yourself and your squad mates. This particular portion of the hulk is designated as secure, but you know from experience that all that means is you haven't found anything hostile yet. For 3 weeks now, you and the rest of your people, the survivors of the 115th Tolsith Regiment, have managed to exist without incident in this closed-off section of the vast space hulk. 20 minutes ago, you felt the familiar surge and sideways shift in reality that indicated the vast space hulk had once again been vomited forth from the warp. Seemingly at random, as is often the case. And, as is often the case, you had no idea where you were, nor how long you would remain there, before the warp once again swallowed you and your vast agglomeration of vessels. By your side stands Bigsby Keen-Eye, the other ratling that you met back on Iacanthos. He peers through the porthole towards the void. This particular corridor is usually off limits during warp travel, its unshielded viewports allowing any who wish to peer into the unfiltered madness of the Imperium. But now, as the Hulk hangs idly in real space, you and your companions have been tasked with trying to establish where you are and if there's anything useful nearby. It wouldn't be the first time the Sea of Souls has spat you out near a derelict cruiser or ruined mining station, and supplies are getting low. "It's not Imperial," says Bigsby, his face stuck to the armour glass. "I've never seen nothing like it." You squeeze in alongside him, trying to see whatever he has spotted, and there it is, hanging in the black. A massive, kilometres-wide disc. It's hard to make out any details on the surface of what is obviously a Xenos vessel. "We should get back. Tell the Cap. He might let us in on a salvage detail or something." And Bigsby grins in the light of your lamp. And then a brighter light washes over him, a flare of red that casts his features in stark relief as his eyes go wide in alarm. And outside the viewport, the centre of the vast black disc flares to life with a chilling, blood-red glow. "I don't think this ship's derelict," you say, as you watch dozens of small points of light flash across the disc's surface, releasing smaller objects that arc across the void between the Xenos ship and the imposing bulk of the space hulk. You remember this day, Ramsey. You had forgotten, but now you remember. This was your last day on the Hulk. This was the day the Inquisitor came. The alien vessels had smashed into the Hulk, and then they entered, writhing, semi-humanoid forms, 7 feet tall, wrapped in tattered cloaks, wielding strange weapons that spat globs of energy that dissolved anything that got in their way. You and your people fell back, retreating from the near unstoppable forms of these things, the things you had heard of in tales told by your people, the survivors of the Acreage Undying. It was a creature like this, the Old Ones said, who had caused the accident that led to the Acreage becoming fused with the Space Hulk. You had no name for them, but your people had given them a name taken from the stories and legends from all across the sector, stories used to scare children into behaving, going to bed on time, performing their chores. "Go to sleep now, eat all your gruel, be a good boy, or the maggot men will come for you. And on that day, Ramsay Wallace, the maggot men came for you and yours.
No.
And you relive that day in your dream. You relive the horror of an endless rolling retreat back through the Space Hulk, pursued by these maggot men, deeper and deeper into the less safe reaches of that vast vessel. And then reality shifted. The Hulk dropped out of the warp, out of real space, trapping you and the unkillable aliens aboard. Mere minutes later, it dropped back into real space. The decision was made to board the shuttle you had salvaged, you and the 24 who still survived, and you fell back and back to the cargo bay. But the maggot men caught you, crippled the shuttle, you were trapped. And had it not been for the men and women who entered that cargo bay, men and women led by Interrogator Carlos Medan and Sergeant Eugene Gallows, what would have become of you and yours? They came in firing high-powered las rifles, bolters and plasma, jet black armoured forms, and they pushed back the Xenos. They saved you, and they dragged you from the Space Hulk. Medan himself hauling you physically back to their assault craft. The rest of your people ran in your wake, chased by the stuff of nightmares, creatures of myth and legend, but it was you they came for, no one else. And you remember now, you remember that day. The maggot men cometh, Ramsay. The maggot men cometh.
Pleasant dream. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams for soul.
You can all thank Alan for that.
Take your night nurse. What's that got to do with me?
You triggered an alteration to the dream roll. The maggot men. All right.
From Stephen King. Yes, he does.
Oh, Stephen King would be welcome here right now.
Yeah.
Dericles.
Stephen King doesn't write as quick as Dave does.
True. So very true.
Dericles, the dream repeats. The mutant charges. You turn its mace and you take its arm and its leg and it points skyward. Foolish blind slave of the corpse god, I go now to join my master and you shall be crushed beneath its boot. It gurgled through its malformed lips as you took its head, the teeth of your blade juddering as you carved through its spine, and you noticed the mark on the creature's forehead. The detail you could not remember before. The symbol you have seen. The memory is clearer now, but here, in this dream, the mutant's decapitated head speaks again. Look to the heavens. The blessings of the spectral sun shine upon you. The end of days. But the head was no longer the head of the twisted freak you slew. It bore the face of Kassan Ilios, the man who led you. A zealot, a self-proclaimed prophet of the apocalypse. Kassan Ilios, the man who persuaded you to join him on his pilgrimage to the capital world of Scintilla, the charismatic firebrand and leader of the redemption. Kassan Ilios, Lord of the Brotherhood of the Flame. And he's there now. You stand before him, along with hundreds of other men and women in the red robes of your brotherhood. Together, brothers and sisters! Kassan's words ring out across the cargo bay of the hired shuttle, bound for the bulk freighter in orbit around Bront. His voice is clear, precise, and compelling. Together in the name of the God Emperor! Together we go to the capital! And we will cleanse the filth that has infected our beloved sector. You awaken. The powerful oratory of Kassan Ilios was what brought you here. Kassan's crusade, His holy mission to cleanse the capital world of sin and wickedness was brought to an end when your holy crusade was stopped. Somewhere down in the lower hive, you were overwhelmed. Few survived of the thousands who began your holy war, alongside you and Kassan. And the final battle, when... How did it end, Deracles? You can't remember. You and your brothers fought a desperate last stand against... Who? What? If it hadn't been for the timely arrival of Inquisitor Varrak and his stormtroopers, you would have all been butchered, slain to a man. Of that you are sure, but you cannot remember. But you remember Varrak, a hulking, heavily augmented man who spat blessed promethium from a shoulder-mounted heavy flamer. He and his men finished what you could not, and they took you with them. And now you serve that man, Inquisitor Varrak. And although his methods may be different, his preference for subtlety does not suit the firebrand style to which you are accustomed. But that day, he was anything but subtle, as he and his men cut through the mutants in Upper East Clomor, where it all ended. Morning comes to you all, and breakfast is once again served in the dining room. Lord Strophes makes small talk again until the moment the servants have left the room and the doors close, and then he becomes all business once again. Ah! Something arrived for you, Mira, by courier! And he pushes an envelope towards you, Sister Mira.
Ooh. How exciting. Open it.
Inside is an ivory-laid placard, similar to the one you received from Lord William Boulderdown. With it is a handwritten note that reads, Dear Lady Rains, thank you so much for your generous donation to Councillor Abrogue's temple. We at the Joyous Choir endeavour to spread what little wealth we have throughout various temples and parishes, but ultimately there are only so many thrones to go around. Your donation will ensure that Father Abrogue's renovated temple to him on Holy Terror will be completed at least 2 weeks ahead of schedule. So say the craftsmen and the artisans tasked with the refurbishment. As a token of thanks, please accept this invitation to the Alabaster Court. It will remain valid indefinitely, presented at the gates on any given Thursday, when we hold open sessions for new and prospective members. I look forward to making your acquaintance. Father Caro Shoal.
Interesting.
And Caro Shoal is the name you have heard of the man
It's
behind the Joyous Choir.
Oh.
So, this invitation that you've got is for Mira and +1. The other invitation that Mira has already received is not named. It is the +1 of Lord William Boulderdown. Vlad also has an invitation as the guest of Lady Redstream.
I can maybe try and butter her up for more entries. Well, I guess we have, I don't know, it's like who wants to come along to this service. I think the more we can get along, the better, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
This is around 8 a.m, day 6. The invitation is dated for around 8 p.m, day 7.
We've got that list as well for Lord Strophes, haven't we? Or
You have?
Yeah, we still need to do some work on that.
Can we can I compile a list of like processed, the ones that are no good and the ones that
Are viable.
are viable?
Yeah, like the viable and the processed.
Would I have to do that with the data slate, and it's a lot easier to give Lord Strophes information.
Okay. What exactly are you trying to do? Sorry.
Compile a list of the names that are processed, names that are viable, and names that are no good.
Yeah, I think we want to know if anyone whose process has gone missing, just to confirm that. Really, I think we suspect that already.
Also, are we going to put his daughter's name in that list when we show it to him?
It's not his daughter; it's his niece. His daughter is Julia, who's been with you.
Oh yeah.
I think we'll keep him out of the loop for now, and
So we'll
I think we'll have to deliver the bad news sooner or later, but probably later is better.
It's more the viable ones, isn't it? Really, we can the ones that
See if any of them are coming along, or if we know any of them, or you know.
Okay.
Could I compile from the date slate we've got? Can I compile a list of them 3 separate things so we've got something to show him? But we'll remove his niece's name.
Okay.
From the process.
All right. Give me a tech use test at +30. I'll be right back.
I'll try and help you with that as well. Hopefully I'll be able to give you a +10.
You won't need to.
Or is it automatic pass? Is it?
Pretty much.
Okay, I'll leave you to, buddy.
Target, yeah, here you go. 77. 3 degrees, you can have all 77. So. Yeah. I mean, I can't remember where Thing is. Is he following that guy still?
We put a tracker on that guy. I don't know what Thing was doing. I'm not certain.
I think we've got him back anyway. I didn't know if I can't make it in. I didn't know if I could hold up somewhere close by and have Thing wander about, or at least record.
Yeah.
If it's on one of your if you maybe had him, you could record everything, so he can go back to it and.
It's on a slither of my leg, but I'm just holding it by a belly.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think we need to find out how many invites we have total.
I could potentially make some more trackers and recorders.
I'd say even if you're not I'd say it makes sense to have you nearby, even if you're not got an invite. You know what I mean?
So, are you talking about Ishmael going to the Alabaster Court? So, one thing you've learned, it was a while since this was mentioned. One thing you've learned is that they're open to anyone, and there was twice, I think, mentioned that there are few members of the Martian tech priesthood that have ever even entered the Alabaster Court, and of those few, very few joined. But it was never insinuated that you wouldn't be welcome there.
I mean, potentially, if Vlad and that have got an invite anyway, they could potentially ask me to go with him because I'm his.
Yeah. I mean, Dave, can you confirm exactly how many invites we've secured so far?
Okay, so I think what you've got is Lord William Balderdown invited Mira as a +1. Mira has got her own invitation with a +1, and Vlad has been invited as a +1 for Lady Redstream. So potentially that's 4. Obviously, Mira's got 2, so you might have to do some sort of work to get one of them changed to be someone other than Mira.
I've got 2.
Because Lord William Balderdown was a scholar who was impressed by your knowledge of things, and he invited you along to join him. And then you've had this other one for donating to the church.
Oh, okay.
Can I pen a message to Lady Redstream, please?
Mm.
And it's to ask her, basically, I want to say our appointment to the Alabaster Court. You know, I have my man. I want to bring him with me everywhere. Could we get another invitation? You know the one. You met him at the party.
Okay. So you send a message off. I'd like to make a fellowship test at +20. And Ed, with that tech use test, what exactly were you doing with this information? You were showing it to Lord Strophes, yeah?
Ideally, it's for us as well. So we've got a list of viable, the ones that are already jellied or pre-jellied, and the ones which we can ignore because
Yeah. I mean, you can make the list with no test, but I asked you to make a test because I assumed you were maybe doing something with the list. So sorry, what were you doing?
Well, then we're going to remove his niece's name.
Yeah.
I think we're going to show him the list of viable, see if he knows any of them.
Okay.
If we can potentially at some point get a tracking device on them or follow them or keep an eye on them. So if they do get, especially at this party, if we see one of them at the party, then Vlad can befriend them and we can probably get a track.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, is there anything useful off of these viables? Is someone who's going, that we might be able to attach to at some point?
He takes the list from you and he says, I will see what I can do, see if I can find out any information in regards to these people. I don't recognize any of the names, unfortunately, but I'll look into it if you wish.
Very good.
Okay. 2 degrees failure. Okay.
Do I have any fate points left, Dave?
You do. You have one. You have one
I'd
left.
I'd like to use it, please.
Okay. 1 degree of failure.
Better, but still fail.
Okay. You receive later in the day. I'm not particularly doing this in any order, but later in the day, you receive a message back from Lady Redstream. It sounds a bit snooty, and basically says, "I'm afraid I do not have another invitation. I thought perhaps my company would be enough for you. Hopefully your manners will have improved by the time I pick you up at 7 p.m. tomorrow."
Okay, I'm gonna bring along my man anyway.
All right.
We'll bring Pinch along anyway. We'll just try and gate crash.
So you did meet a few other people at Lady Barella's party where this all began that claimed membership. You could, if you wanted, try some of those other people.
I need to move.
Okay, so who are the other guys?
All right.
I don't know if any of us had any dealings with them before.
A few of you met some of them. Just a second. I will find who they are. So, Anastasia Redstream, you've dealt with. There was Cedric the Ballback, didn't have one. Quarter Brogue, you've dealt with. Father Lunadria did not have one. He did not have one. Just a second. So there was Lord Raffian Verence, who was this slightly creepy, very powerful lord who was a bit weird towards Mira, bit creepy with him, and a bit creepy with her and a few other women. Claimed he recognised Mira from somewhere. He claimed he'd been invited to attend the Alabaster Court, but turned it down. There was Cyprit Danine, which is Julia's squeeze. Sorka Outhwaite, the guy from Gunmetal, also claimed he had been invited to the Alabaster Court and turned it down. Cereban did not have an invite. Lady Wendy Cleaves also. You remember Lady Cleaves? She was the one that killed the.
Did Ramsey have a little connection with her?
Ramsey did, and Dick and Ramsey also impressed her handmaidens. She was also the one that killed someone in the arena with very little effort, even though she seemed like she was fucked.
So I think she's our best way in so far.
Could we get Julia to try and get us more invites if we asked her? Or be able to...
we just go in as your goons?
I don't know. I think it's pretty strict, the invitationals on this. Like, I will maybe try and get Pincher to gate crash, but I think the more invites we can get, the better.
Well, Mira got the invite by herself, so
Yeah.
Mira asked maybe if she could bring her servants or.
From what you've learned, it's a very exclusive temple, and they don't allow people generally to take hangers on. It tends to be by invite only.
Yeah, Pinch is going to get
potentially word it in a way that we might be interested in joining as well, and some they have not got anybody from the Mars cult. Maybe they might be interested in viewers going along, try and get some more followers.
I don't know, maybe.
Don't know.
I think Brian should try and get an invite from Mrs. Cleves.
Yeah.
I reckon that's probably a good way in.
I'm gonna need some kind of cover out because at the moment I'm just a goon. So
you just
how is a ratling gonna get in? What if I just go in and like
sneak in somewhere?
Yeah, open in somewhere like from the roof.
Right, so
Style.
Back when this all began, you were told it's very highly guarded, very secure, and Julia said the only guaranteed way in is through the front door with an invite. But she said if you were brave enough and perhaps foolhardy enough, you could maybe abseil off the domed roof and down into the building, into the gardens. But she did say that if you fell doing that, you would die.
It'll be alright. I'll just get a grass shoot.
Okay, so you're gonna try and insert yourself without an invite, just like stealth then. So that leaves us with 4 invites and 5 of us. So we still could do with 1 more invite somehow. Or I can just try and get Pincher to gate crash and just fucking
bluff his way in.
Yeah. I think that's maybe the funnest way to do it anyway. So let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we're not going to try and get another. We're not going to try and get another invite. We're just going to try and bully Hayden in.
Dress up Pincher as someone who's not asleep, who's very important, and his way in.
Yeah. Okay.
It might be. I don't. Are they really going to let a ratman go in even with an invite? Doesn't it look a bit sus?
You don't know.
Yeah, I think so. Like, say let's just stealth your way in, Brown, instead.
Well, yeah, I can try.
Yeah.
Mira, I would like to make an intelligence test at +10, please.
I need to go for a slash. I'll be right.
I can do it.
You can reach that.
Right. Ugh. +10.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay.
Guys, I might shoot off. Tired.
Yeah, all right, mate. We're nearly done here anyway, so.
Yeah.
We're not gonna progress too far without you. This is more like planning than anything. So.
Yeah, no worries.
All right.
I trust in your ability to make plans, guys. So.
Hayden's gone too.
Yeah, like I'm starting to drift off a little bit. So.
All right, mate.
What's the time? It's late, isn't it?
20 to 11.
Yeah. I've been up since 4, so.
Yeah. I'll brief when I do the recap for the next session. I'll tell you whatever was planned. So don't worry about that.
Okay. No worries. All right. Thanks, guys. Take it easy. Nice to see you all.
See you Thursday, Johnny.
See you Thursday. Take care.
See you later. I'll just wait for Al to come back and I'll tell you what the intelligence roll gave you.
Nothing. Oh no! Hey.
Yeah.
Probably nothing. Probably gave me a small furry beast that traps me every opportunity.
No, that's just real life.
No.
All right.
Worms its way on.
Hello, Alan.
Hello, mate. Sorry.
You all right? Just waiting for Ed to come back. I've just asked Mira to make an intelligence roll, which she passed. I'll wait for Ed to come back before I tell you what that means.
You mean Eddie?
What did I say?
You said you wait for me to come back, but me.
Yeah, yeah, you know what I fucking mean. Don't question me.
I'm a bit gone. Me and the cat. were gone.
Johnny's gone as well, Al, while you were away. But I said what you're doing now is not like impactful. You're basically planning shit now, so I can relay this in the next previously. So
Okay.
Hmm.
oh, what's happened there? Don't know. I'm getting some weirdness here. Don't know what all that is.
Can you hear Hayden?
Yeah,
He's starting. He's starting.
the rumble begins.
Starting is a heavy breath.
Okay, so Eddie, you're back.
Yeah, that's right.
Right. So as you're all discussing these various ways in, Mira obviously has got two different invites. But what Mira realizes is the reason Lord Boulderdown invited Mira along is because of her intellect. And what he said to her at the time was he quite enjoys the Alabaster Court. It's kind of like a very, very fancy high-tech spa, is the way he described it. But he said that most of the people there were vacuous idiots, and he wanted someone of intellect to have an intelligent discussion with, which is why he invited you along. There's another member of your party that has a very high intellect.
Mm.
You're basically saying fob Boulder down off with Ishmael.
You might be able to, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. So do what? Sorry.
So that means that we would have enough invites if we just stealth Brownie in.
Yeah. If you can get Boulder down to agree to that, and also, yeah, Mira's got a +1, so that would get Dick in.
I don't know. I think it's more fun to try and blag Dick in though. But
I mean,
whatever. But,
you've got options. If you can bluff, if you can get Boulder down to take Ishmael,
Yeah.
then Mira's got an invite for her and one other. Vlad has got an invite. So what would you need then?
So it's either stealth Brownie in or bluff Pincher in. And I think it's probably easier to stealth Brownie in.
Yeah. It's one of those two. You can get one in on an invite and the other one you can't. You can get 5 out of the 6 of you invited. Or if that's the way you proceed.
I think maybe Finch can try and bluff in. And maybe Brownie can try and
Bring Brownie on the invite. I think it'd be more. I think it'd be fun trying to see fucking Hayden blag his way in. I think that's
Yeah, the sun
that's the funner outcome. But yeah,
sneaking him
Yeah,
up.
then I can go in as Mira's aid.
yeah.
I can try and get Ishmael in somehow.
Ishmael can probably, if you make the right roll, Ishmael can get in under your invite from Lord Boulderdown.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we've decided. I think we're going to try and bring Brownie in on the invite,
Mm-hmm.
and we're gonna try and basically bluff Pincher in as my man, and he goes with me everywhere. So we're just going to try and bullshit our way in one way or another.
All right. So you're going to contact Lord William Boulderdown and see if he will take Ishmael instead.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You just meet up with Lady Redstream, Sedata, and Rob Papet.
Just give me a moment to check my my historical record.
Well, I mean, if this doesn't work, what we could do, we could get to the front, get to the doors. Al could do a psychic power, and then we'd have a bloodthirsty there. And while everyone was themselves bloodthirsty, we could sneak in.
Oh come on! I thought that was in the past. Why'd you have to keep bringing it up?
It's never in the past, Alan.
Never forget it.
You know, just this one time. I mean, we did loads of psychics. It was just this one time.
It's in the past until the next time, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then,
So, Mira, are you going to write to Lord William Boulderdown and basically ask if Ishmael can go instead?
Yeah, I'll ask him if he's interested in my other intelligent friend who likes some good bants.
All right. I mean, I probably won't word it that way. Yeah, but
Yeah,
I would like to make a fellowship test at. Where's your rep with Lord William Boulderdown and where's Ishmael's? He never met Ishmael, so that's probably a good thing.
say that I'm into my technology and I'll do my band pants for me. We'll be fine.
You're a better conversationalist as well.
Said what? Sorry.
Make a fellowship test at plus 15, please.
Sure. She did a bit of a poo on me. She smells.
Well, I think she's farting a lot, like the fat old cat she is.
No. Oh, she can't help being old. She can help being fat. You gave her 2 packets.
I didn't know she'd been fed. I came home from work and you sent me a message saying, get the cat some food. So I thought that meant she hadn't been fed.
What my role?
Fellowship plus 15.
Christmas. Plus 15.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Got any fate points left, man?
No, she does not.
Whoops.
Aye. It's a really bad roll.
It is, yeah. So you send this early in the day when about the time Vlad asks for Lady Redstream for another invite, and about midday you get a reply back basically saying, "I wish to speak with one who was well learned not only of subjects relevant to my own interests, but also someone who was obviously pious and worshipping of the God Emperor, not some machine man from Mars."
Oh.
Okay, so we've got
And
we've
he
got 4
and
we've got 4 invites then.
and he withdraws his invite.
Oh,
That's all right.
shit.
Oh, no.
Did I scorn him?
Yeah, it seems like you did. Yeah.
Oops.
Okay, so we've got
Oh,
I've still got
dear.
4 invites, I think. Is
Mhm.
that right?
Yeah, you still got 4.
So we need Stealth Brownie in and Bluff Hayden in.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, you can get Mira could get Ishmael in as her +1. Vlad can go in as Lady Redstream's +1.
We're gonna bluff my man. We're gonna bluff my man in because my man
What
goes
about
everywhere.
Derek? Derek's
How
got
can
an
I
invite,
still get
hasn't he?
Ishmael as
Oh yeah, what about Derek? What about Derek's got an invite, hasn't he? I don't know.
No, you've literally got. Oh no, you've only got 3 invites now, haven't you? You've got Lady Redstream for Vlad. You've got a direct invite from Father Shoal for Mira +1.
Oh. Well, why was I writing to that other guy for Ishmael then?
So well, that's given another.
That would have given you another one, but you failed it that bad that he's retracted it.
Oh.
Shit.
Damn it.
How are we gonna get Derek in?
So you still have.
My penning skills were shit.
You do still have over 24
There's
hours.
more nobles. You can always go talk to some more nobles.
Yes,
Yeah, I mean, there's Verence. I don't want any more to do with him. He's a fucking creep.
You have to go talk to the Cleave.
There's Lady
Yeah,
Cleaves.
Yeah. I think.
There's Lady
Yeah,
Cleaves,
probably
Verence, the 3 that had invites that didn't attend, that claimed to have never attended, was Verence, Cleaves, and also Sorka Outhwaite, the guy from Gunmetal.
He's also a good in. Do you want to try with Cleaves?
Verence
Yeah,
is a bit of a
Ramsey.
creep, isn't he?
Verence was a bit weird with Mira, yeah. He kept saying he knew her from somewhere. He was a bit pervy.
So could
Oh.
Mira send him a message saying, I'm already off to this Alabaster Court. I would much appreciate it if you could invite one of my friends, one of my party to come with you with your +1. And then if Ramsey talks to Lady Cleave,
Mhm.
if we just send messages off and try and
Yeah, we'll give it a go. I mean, I personally don't want anything to do with Verence, so that guy can suck a fucking chode, as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, worst comes to worst. Back to me, my idea with summoning a bloodthirster outside the front steps.
No, I don't know why anyone would summon a demon. I mean, that's not helpful.
No.
Might be our only option at this rate.
So here's why I reckon we try and get another invite off Lady Cleaves,
Yeah.
Stealth Brownie in, and bullshit Pincher in. That's what I reckon.
God.
Give it a whirl.
So do you reckon, Brownie, do you want to give it a go? See
Yeah.
invites?
Derek, though, innit? Derek.
Yeah, we need one more. We need one more, I think, and then that'd be 4 invites, and then bullshit Pincher in and Stealth Brownie in. That'd be 6 in total.
Is it not worth trying with Verence as well with his Mira right him?
But wouldn't it be more fun to just
As
try
the
and
quad.
get Pincher to bullshit his way in?
Could do a bit of flirting. Hey,
Well, yeah, I mean that's an option. If you want to go down that path, then you can maybe do it.
probably a bad path.
What's the worst? He says no, and we've got to do the bullshit of getting
Yeah.
through
Okay.
the sewers or whatever it is.
Right, you are?
So what's your plan?
Traps me in a room. I don't know. What is the...
It sounds like we're trying to get 2 more invites. One from Lady Cleaves and one from High Commander Verence, whatever his name is.
Sector Lord.
Sector Lord.
Yeah. He's a very powerful man. So
Yeah, so it sounds like we're going to try and get 2 more invites. And
I'm
then,
going to wrap this up in a minute. I just want a bit of free warning for what you plan on doing next, basically. So for Cleaves, who's going to go and see Cleaves?
Oh, I will, I guess.
Ramsey.
Oh, me and Pincher can try.
I mean you're the best one to do, bro.
Okay.
Try.
And Verence was the other one.
I think just get Mira to send him a message. See, by the kind of his heart, he would invite one of their party. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do it. Sacrifice myself. My dignity.
Agreed.
Safety. Just kidding.
All right.
You are like 7 foot tall.
I'll beat him.
Don't drink the
Give
wine.
it the back of his hand.
Don't drink the jelly.
Okay. So the plan for the next session is Ramsey and Pincher are going to go to visit Cleves, and Mira is going to. Are you going to visit Verence or message him?
Message.
Message him. Okay. All right. So we're about 36 hours away from the big party, and we'll leave it there for now.
Boom.
Good stuff.
Mhm.
And we'll come back to that and see what happens there.
Good stuff. Good game.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Yeah.
Dave, quick question.
Yeah.
My Ibanez base, it's stopped working. I don't think it's the
All
inbuilt.
right. No, night, guys.
Good night. Oh,
Night, Al.
But George is learning to play bass, and I can't get it to go through the amp.
yeah.
It's not the battery. I was wondering. I don't know if it's fixed or if it's just fucked. If you'd be able to, if you think you'd be able to have a look and
Yeah, I'll have a look.